Boom. What's up? We're live. What's cracking, everybody? Happy Friday. Oh, since he's already at it here, he pulled that out of nowhere. You booze, you lose, Cincy.
Well, it's
I
Friday
know.
night. I gotta loosen up.
Let's see. We'll give people a couple of minutes to pop in before we start talking about all the good stuff going on.
All the good stuff.
All kinds of toys,
Good,
cartoons.
good God.
Hey, you made me extremely jealous lately. Well, you and a couple other people, for finding those Masterverse figures.
Mm-hmm.
I can't find them, and every time like I go to Walmart, I rush to the toys. I'm like, all right, they're not here. I'm like, since he said school supplies, so let me walk over there, and then it's fucking dog food, and I'm like, damn it, like there's none of my
No,
Walmarts.
I didn't find it in the school supplies section. I promised my girls I would take them to go get school supplies. And when we were there, I kind of wandered off while they were
Okay.
they were looking at the school supplies and went to the toy section. Giant center display right in the middle of the aisle, right in front of the toy section.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Uh, Andy Davis says, bro, I would have sent all them to you. Shake my head. Yeah, my bad, Andy. I should have had you do that. That would have made a lot more sense. I don't know what I was thinking. I was just in a rush for Mossman, which I got and I really like.
Dude, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, of course.
Actually, you know what? Would that give away spoilers? I know we don't want to do spoilers on here, but have you watched any of the Revelation series yet?
No, I haven't, but I heard a lot about it, and we could talk not like plot point spoilers, but I'd like to
Mhm.
hear your opinion on some of the things that they have going on, because you're like a old school fan of Masters of the Universe, right?
Oh yeah, I love it.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm new to it. I never was into it growing up. It was in the atmosphere, but it wasn't really something that I like latched onto. It was a little bit before my time. I was born in '85, so by that
Okay.
time, by the time like I was into shit, it was Ninja Turtles era.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But yeah, we'll get into that in just a second here. Let's see who's in the chat. There's a lot of good people besides Andy, but shout out to Andy. Bat Force Grumps, what's going on? Cerebral Deep, what's up? What's up? What's up, Gonzo? Nightwing X, Graphitoy, Lucky Butter, Winger Lose, Austin Roy, Goji King 54. What up? What up? Uh, Hey, shout out to all you guys. Since he was just showing all you guys love a minute ago, because he was impressed about like how many people actually repost the lives and everything.
Yeah, because I was tagged on all those on Instagram. Everyone's Instagram stories. I'm like, holy frick, you guys are some loyal mother effers.
Hey, that's for sure. Like the people that come to the chat, like in the lives, they're super loyal.
Yeah.
Uh, but your guys are too. Like I try to tune into your lives as much as possible, and I noticed that like you're super interactive with everybody, and everybody in the chat loves you. Like I never see anybody say anything negative about you in there.
There's a couple people here and there, but I one of the things that I do with lives, I noticed when I first started like watching people's live streams, is people were just kind of talking at the camera and not interacting with the people in the chat. And
Yeah.
the whole point of doing the live is to interact with the audience. So I wanted to make a point when I started doing lives to actually read as many comments as I possibly could. I try and read every comment, but I get so long-winded in these answers and stuff, and I go off on tangents that the thing just starts scrolling and I'm like missing comments. I'm like, shit, I got to catch up now. But yeah, I like to interact with people. That's the whole point of me doing that. So
Yeah, no, I feel you. I do my best to interact with people as well, and I think that's kind of what separates these type of live streams from other live streams. Because yeah, you're right. Like a lot of people use lives as like their podium to to go up there and like talk about whatever versus the interacting with the chat, which is the purpose. So
yeah, exactly.
somebody said, oh, Romo, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to ignore your messages today, but it was a busy ass day. Like I don't know if you guys noticed, but I didn't even get to repost everybody's post until like an hour ago, and I didn't even do it. My wife did it, but I was busy at work all day. So, yeah, Romo, I didn't mean to ignore you. I know you're working. Romo's working on a dope ass forest diorama for me, so he's
Nice.
trying to show me updates, and I'm just all ignoring him. Like, whatever, Romo. Show me when you're done, motherfucker.
Dude, how cool is it that your wife helps you with your YouTube?
Oh yeah, no, my wife is awesome. Like any weird thing that I get into, she helps me.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
I'm
Like,
kind of jealous.
oh, come on. Nah, but like she's not into this nerd shit like at all.
Yeah.
0%. She doesn't care about any of it. But like when I started becoming interested in going to conventions, like not only like I'm a dumbass. I wouldn't know how to get there. I wouldn't know how to buy tickets. I wouldn't know anything. So I'm like,
Hmm.
comic toy show, and she's like, okay, and she figures it out, and we go. You know,
Nice.
next thing you know, we've gone to Comic-Con for 10 years. So,
Yeah.
and she's not into any of it, but she tags along and she goes. Ever since we have had my daughter though, she doesn't do it as much, but
Yeah.
you know, she still helps as much as she can for sure.
I liked how in your Disneyland video how you were when you were doing the Spider-Man posing, wasn't she like down below if he fell like to catch him?
Oh, on one of them she was, yeah.
Yeah. That was awesome.
Yeah. Now my wife and daughter get into it, so
Yeah.
Adam Gonzalez says the assistants are the MVPs. Yeah, definitely they are. Oh man. Shout out to Pablo. Pablo's Toy Box says, "What up, Wade? No hard feelings." Cincy, I don't know if you saw the picture that Pablo posted.
Which one?
Here, I don't know if you follow my homie Pablo here, but he's awesome. I'm gonna tag you in it rather than trying to explain it to you.
Okay.
Because it's hilarious. And I'll bring it up on screen. Well, you know what? I'll just bring it up on screen. You can see it on the screen. Give me a second to get this shit lined up, because it was fucking hilarious. Speaking of supportive people. Pablo, I told you I'm not going to shout you out anymore for this shit. I'm deeply offended. But this is going to be your last shout out. Give me 1 second here, Cincy. This shit is hilarious. Oh damn! I thought he tagged me in it. Hold on. Sorry guys, I want to. If you, for those of you who haven't seen this picture, it'll be worth it. Just wait.
You're building up the anticipation.
I know it's totally worth it. This shit was hilarious. I had to even show coworkers. It's kind of a diss on me, but at the same time, it's too good not to appreciate. Okay, it's gonna be up on the screen now. Let me know when you see it, Cincy, and then I'll toggle through the pictures here.
I see it.
Okay, you see the picture?
Yeah.
And then here's the next one. Could you see it?
Yeah.
He's doing the damn Wolverine thing with the beard.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, so that's pretty awesome, Pablo. But I still hate you.
Dude,
Anyway.
you kind of when you don't have that full beard, you kind of resemble a guy I know. Do you know who Toy Bills is?
I don't think so.
No. Okay, he's a friend of mine that was in Cincinnati, or he was in the Ohio area. He's on Instagram too, but you kind of resemble him a little bit without the beard.
Is he Italian?
No, he's not.
Is he Mexican?
No.
Okay, well, whatever.
Guys in the chat, if you know who Toy Bills is, let me know if Wade kind of looks like him without the beard.
Oh, damn beard. Damn you. It's I give it about
Okay.
2 weeks.
Andy Davis said, yeah, he does look like Billy.
Whatever, Andy.
Slapshot. Hey, Kyle, what's up, man? He says the same thing.
If he's not Mexican, I don't look like him. I'm standing by that. What's up, Hector Cruz? Happy Friday. What Toy Bills? I don't see Cincy. Why did?
McButtergolem does not see it. The resemblance.
Oh. I thought he.
Oh, Jesus. Clockwork Orgy. Wade looks like a hairy John Lovitz.
Oh, that's fucked up. Oh man.
Come on.
That's
He's
the
much
worst.
better looking than John Lovitz.
Oh, thank you. John Levitz, damn. The critic.
Oh, man.
Oh, here we go. Plastiato says, I think he looks like Christian Bale. I hope
Not
that
seeing
debate gets to rest. I look like a Mexican version of whoever you're talking about, Cincy. I could live with that.
There you go.
Yeah. Let's see. Anyways, okay, so there's 134 people here. Let's talk a little bit about Masters of the Universe. Well, like I said, we'll try to avoid plot spoilers because I haven't seen it. I'm sure a lot of people haven't seen it. But what'd you think in general as an old school Masters of the Universe fan?
All right, so it's 5 episodes. I have watched 3 of the 5 episodes. I have 2 more to go. And, geez, I don't want to... There's so much to say, but I would be giving away stuff. I would say... How can I put this? Based on the 3 episodes that I've seen, don't judge a book by its cover, and also don't judge a series by its reviews.
The reviews are slaughtering it. People hate it.
Well, so if you look at like the Rotten Tomatoes, it's like 94% by critics and 25% by fans.
Oh, okay.
But I gotta say, when I started hearing some of the leaked, rumored plot points, I was like, oh man, this is not what I was signing up for here. But I have to say, with all honesty, that I rather enjoy the first 3 episodes kind of a lot.
Okay.
The plot is kind of crazy. It's kind of out there. A lot of stuff happens in the first episode, a lot of surprising stuff. But I just got to say that, like, even though it's absolutely not what I was expecting, I kind of enjoy it.
What were you expecting?
I was expecting a continuation of the original series, He-Man versus Skeletor, with all the side characters, but a more adult tone.
Okay.
So half of that is kind of what we got. It's definitely an adult tone. It's a darker tone. I'm just trying to give you my opinion without spoiling anything.
Is the tone similar to like the recent Transformer stuff on Netflix?
It's a pretty good comparison. I mean, there's some stuff that, like, if you're watching with your kid, hoping that you're going to get them into Masters of the Universe and He-Man, they're going to be like, I don't understand this.
Oh, is it too inside baseball or whatever the term is?
No, it's higher level kind of adult themes that like if you're like watching the news on any given day, you'll see something, and I'm just thinking of one plot point specifically, and that's why I'm talking about this. I don't know.
Well, here, so I'll tell you what I know about it. Maybe that way you could talk around that. So I know a lot of people were super disappointed in the fact that it's focused a lot on Teela. Is that her name?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know that's like it sucks because a lot of people go, oh, they're changing our classic thing, and they automatically disregard any possibility of quality right then and there because they go, it's not about He-Man, it's about this girl, and girls suck or whatever the deal is. So that right there makes it hard to trust any critic's opinion. But
yeah,
did that bother you?
Not at all. So I have two daughters, so I'm always like, I'm in favor of like strong female leads when it's done right and it's a good story and it doesn't like sabotage anything else. So without trying to give anything away, there are strong female leads in it, but I just kind of like the way it's done. It's just it makes sense, and it's not so much a So if you have the original cartoon from the 80s, people were expecting, okay, I want this story to be lengthened. It's more so you have this original story from the 80s, end of chapter 1, and here is chapter 2.
Oh, okay.
So I guess that's my best way of describing it without giving anything away. But overall, animation's freaking amazing. I love the animation. For the most part, I love all the voice acting. I like who they chose for the voice talent. I wish I would have seen certain characters longer than they were shown, because some of them have short shelf lives.
Shit.
That might be giving something away, but
so Mossman is not a main character, or?
I don't want to give anything away there.
I'm not watching it. No.
I will say Okay, he has appeared, and his appearance was pretty damn cool. What he
Okay,
did.
cool.
Um, but I'll leave it at that and let you watch it, and you can decide for yourself. But overall, I just got to say that I just kind of enjoy it. I like the what they're doing. I'm excited to see what they're going to do going forward. I like the kind of they take the mythology and they just blow it up.
Oh,
Not blow it up in a bad way, like blow it up, like destroy it, but they take the mythology, just kind of expand on it big time. Um,
okay.
so that's kind of where I am with it. Again, I haven't finished the first season. I'm only 3 episodes in, but what I have watched, I've enjoyed.
Nice, nice. Okay, let's read some comments because a
All
couple
right.
things caught my eye here. Um, Plasty says it's focusing on her, but it's well done. And Plasty, I saw what you really said about Christian Bale. I don't care. Um, let's see. Elias Note says I liked it. I thought it was an interesting creative choice. May 1979 Customs. What's up, man? Happy Friday. Plastiato says, damn it. I'm going to talk about it on my live. Fired up. Pablo says, I loved it. My daughter loved it. There you go. Cool, cool.
So you got a super chat, and I really like what Just Plain Steve is saying. Did you see that?
Oh, no. Cincy, this is not a channel where we only focus on super chats, okay? The broke
I know, but
people,
his
the broke people get love too around here.
his comment, I read it, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's a good way to describe it. Can I read it?
Go for it, yeah.
Okay, so he Just Plain Steve said, first of all, thanks for the super chat. It says, it isn't a Tila show. It's very much a show about Eternia and the characters in the world. Tila is used to tell a story but it's not her show. To me, it feels like a natural evolution of the show and story. And when I read that, first of all, that's a very, very good description. And second, that kind of, I don't know if that's what Wakanda Forever is going to be like also. Because the Black Panther, I know this is totally off subject, but Black Panther, the sequel, Wakanda Forever, obviously Chadwick Boseman's not going to be in it, but they're going to expand on it, and it's going to focus on the people of Wakanda. So maybe there's kind of a parallel there, but I just really liked his comment. So.
Okay, I'm sorry. I had a stupid message I had to read.
Oh, no worries.
Let me read his comment too. He says, "This isn't Tila's show. It's very much a show about Eternia and the character." Oh, okay. Okay, so that's what you're saying, that it's focusing on the world and she's part of the world, or a big part of the world. Yeah, no, that so, but the main thing is it doesn't disrespect He-Man, right? Because I think that's what most people are claiming.
I mean, it can be construed that way, but
Oh,
it's
okay.
all up to interpretation. So if you watch it and I mean, some people, I'm sure some people are going to be like, F this shit, I'm not watching this anymore. But I'm sure a lot of people that give it time and really don't hate it immediately, they might like it.
Did your daughters watch it?
No, I wanted to watch through it and see if it's something that they would be into. I don't really think that they would be into it, honestly.
Just because are they not going to be into it just because it's something that you're into? So they're automatically like, fuck this.
Uh, I gotta say, I was watching it, and my youngest daughter, who is 8, came up behind me, and she was like sitting over my shoulder watching it, and it was a scene where there was a bad guy, one of the evil warriors. I think it was Merman or Triclops or something, and it got away from Tila, and she walked away.
Oh,
So
interesting.
maybe she was into the fact that she saw Tila kicking butt and kind of,
Yeah.
being the center of attention, and then like when it focused on a bad guy, and she was like, maybe not, and walked away.
Oh. My daughter, I want to watch this with her because I feel like she'll like it because she really, really loved She-Ra, the She-Ra show that was on Netflix.
Hmm.
So I was like, oh, that's the same shit, right? Like same universe.
Yes.
Okay.
Kind of. It's a different dimension. But
Oh.
yeah, they're in the same kind of universe.
Oh, okay. So Plastiato a little bit ago said it's not woke. They did it well. Okay, cool, cool.
I just want to comment on one thing about the series. It's
Okay.
something that I noticed, and I noticed it. I don't know why I noticed it. Maybe because I was just like observing the tone of the show, but I don't want to give too much away. But there are flashback scenes throughout, and it shows things that would have happened in the original He-Man show. And those flashback scenes take a more lighthearted tone, like more so like a kid kind of tone.
Oh.
And then when it goes back to the present day, it's darker. I just thought it was really, really freaking clever how they did that.
Oh, okay.
Because you can definitely see the tonal difference when they would show a flashback and show something that happened, and it would almost be reminiscent of the original show. It would be like lighter hearted, more tongue in cheek, and then it would go back to the present and it would be like crazy shit again.
Was
but,
the do you think the purpose of that was to highlight the differences in the two?
I'm not really sure what the purpose is. Basically, some of the flashback scenes have light connections to what's going on in the current
Oh, okay.
situation that they're dealing with. But also, I think it also adds levity. It adds a little bit of lightheartedness because it is a darker tone. And it also, I think it's there for a lot of fan service for the hardcore Motu guys that, watched every episode of the 80s show and they kind of wanted that continuation. And you have that kind of with this new series. Once you see it, you'll understand. I know I'm talking in like riddles and I'm just being ambiguous, but once you watch it, you'll be like, okay, now I know what he's talking about.
Right. Well, see, I'm going to be a little bit lost on the connection to the old stuff regardless, because, I don't have any connection to it.
Mm-hmm.
Omar V says, the Masters of the Universe Gatekeeper tiers on the net is effing hilarious. Hey, what's up, J-Figs? Happy Friday. High School Creations, what's up? Whipstorm, what's up? Whipstorm says, Mattel got you, Wade. Yeah, I liked it. Dude, I like this figure. I liked, what's his name a lot? What's his name? Skelegod.
Mm-hmm.
And the cat, whatever his name is. Battle Cat. Cringer.
Battle Cat.
I think Mossman might be my favorite, though. I like stupid swamp monsters, so he kind of already had me. Do you have this? You have this, right?
I do not have that one.
Oh, shit, my bad. I'm all flashing
My
around.
favorite figure, actually, is Evil Lyn. Surprisingly enough, I think it's the best figure in that first wave. I do like the Skeletor a lot as well. The He-Man's okay. I don't really like the face sculpt, but it's all right. But I don't have Mossman yet.
Oh, okay. I thought you had the whole set. My bad.
I could have gotten it. I don't know why. I don't know. I wanted to see how he was on the show before I bought him.
Oh, okay. Oh, you passed on him then.
I passed on him.
Oh.
I could probably go back and get it if they still have it. I think they probably still have it because they've hit pretty hard over here.
What? That's crazy. You made me feel bad for a second. I was like, oh, he can't find it. I'm all sitting here playing with it. But you're like, oh, I passed on it. The motherfucker I'm playing.
I'm surprised they haven't hit there because you're in California. And isn't Mattel based in California?
I have no idea. Like, I don't know where any of these toy companies are. I don't know where they're at. They don't want me to know where they're at. Wade will hate that episode, Andy Davis says, judging me. Let's see. Everyone's shouting. Okay.
I will say, I cannot wait for the Triclops. Yeah, I think Triclops is one of my favorite characters in this show, just because what they did with him.
And he's a bad guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the guy with the green, and he's got like 3 eyes, like a single eye, and they like spin around his head. I really like what they did to his character. And then I also cannot wait for the Man-at-Arms, because he's just a freaking badass in it.
Is he... Oh, the Man-at-Arms. What's he look like?
He's got the orange and green. He's like He-Man's right-hand man.
Oh, with the mustache?
Cartoon. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's badass.
Yeah.
I think I had his figure of the what was the Masters of the Universe line that came out like in maybe like late 2000s. They had like a really detailed sculpt, but not very much.
Yeah, you're talking about the 2000X series.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had Man-at-Arms and I think I had He-Man or Skeletor, but those were nice looking figures.
Yeah, the sculpt was great on those, just like you said, but like, yeah, articulation was lacking.
Yeah. Winger Loose says good non-spoiler review, Cincy. There you go.
Okay, I was just being super vague. I don't want to ruin anything because it just literally dropped today. So.
Ray Ortiz with the $20 super chat says, I really enjoyed Masters of the Universe. Can't wait for the second half. There you go. Yeah,
I forgot about that. Andy Davis sculpts were by 4 Horsemen in that 2000X series.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say they look like they would have been done by one of the main the well-known companies out there. I was thinking John St. John because of the level of detail.
Yeah.
Tropic Thunder says, I felt the show wanted to check all the boxes. If it's not the Tila show, then who's the main character? Main character Tila, Tila's girlfriend, and Evil Lynn. I don't know. I haven't seen it. A lot of people seem like they, or the people that are pissed off kind of seem like they're just kind of mad that they got tricked.
Yeah, I think that this show is going to be super polarizing. People are either going to really like it or really hate it. I don't think there's not going to be too many people in the middle that are like, yeah, it was okay. I think people are either going to feel like they were kind of duped because they had very, very specific expectations of what was going to happen in the show.
Yeah.
Or they went in kind of more open-minded or with lowered expectations, and they were just kind of surprised by what happened, and they're like, oh, okay, this is a different take, different story. I'm open to it. I kind of like it. That was me.
Yeah.
My expectations were high because I was at PowerCon when Kevin Smith was there and he announced it.
Oh,
and
shit.
we all went freaking apeshit. Yeah. And they showed just like still frames from the show, and he goes, yeah, this is a continuation of the original 80s cartoon. And we were like, yeah. and then like they started getting closer to releasing this, and then these rumors started coming out, and my expectations went from here to down here because I was like, what are they doing? Was this a bait and switch?
Yeah.
So me going in with lowered expectations, thinking I'm not going to like it, and then being pleasantly surprised was a nice thing. So
yeah. So it all worked out then.
Yeah. So far, I mean, I haven't gotten through the last 2 episodes, but so far I really like it.
Oreo Omega says, I like the show, but I was expecting this to be more of a He-Man show, not the Tila show. So if He-Man is benched again in the second half, I'll be let down. Chalor says, of course Tila's lesbian and definitely shows it. That was already pointed out a while back for the kids, but if you look, oh god, here, let's see, hold on. If you look at it like He-Man was gay in the original, then why not? Oh, is that like a thing? Was He-Man a gay character? I never heard that one.
I never got that feeling that he was gay. I thought, I don't know. And I still, 3 episodes in, I still don't, I haven't gotten any kind of, maybe my gaydar is not working. I haven't gotten any kind of inclination that Tila's a lesbian. Other than the fact that she has a different haircut, she seems like a strong female that's kind of pissed off, but I'm not getting lesbian vibes. Maybe, I don't know if something happens in episodes 4 and 5. Like, she hasn't like freaking made out with anyone.
Oh.
So I just don't know. At this point, she's just like a warrior female. So.
Okay, so Jens Harmonia says, oh, we always thought Prince Adam was gay, and not to make fun of him either, just because how he acts in the show. Okay. I never heard that one. But I mean, I don't know.
I never thought he was gay. I just thought he was like a freaking goofball. Like a corny ass goofball. Because like he's a teenager, is Prince Adam.
And Prince Adam is He-Man before he gets the power sword or whatever, right?
Yeah, basically he's just like a skinny little kind of teenager dude. Because like in the original show, he was almost the same muscularity as He-Man. Like in this show, no one knows. There's only like 4 people that know that he is He-Man because he doesn't look like He-Man. He freaking like hulks up when he gets the power of Grayskull.
Okay, so he becomes a whole different character.
Yeah, he
like physically.
hulks up. Yeah.
Oreo Omega says, He-Man was the unofficial gay icon in the 80s just because of how he was dressed. I don't get why men think women with short hair are all gay. This conversation is spiraled,
This has.
I don't mind. I'm all for it, whatever. But like,
this is gone places.
Yeah, but I'm good. It's all good. But I just said these comments are crazy. Let's see what Batforce Grump said. I mean, not Batforce Grump. Final Boss says, well, you love half-naked men and fur shorts, so there's that. Who are you talking about, Final Boss?
Probably me.
Kettle corn stereotypes. Kettle corn, kettle corn. Nah, we're good. Everything's fine. Um, Wade, that's the show for you. I didn't know that he was like a gay icon. It doesn't matter. But like in some things, like, do they have relationships or do they have romantic relationships in the show? Like, period?
I haven't seen any.
How about in the old show? Like, does He-Man have a girlfriend, or does like Moss Man have a boyfriend?
Honestly, if I can remember correctly, because I haven't watched a whole lot of the cartoons recently, I always thought he kind of flirted with Tila.
Oh, okay.
So I always thought that they were just kind of, destined to become a thing. They didn't get into any kind of relationships. It was always just fighting bad guys.
Okay. Yeah, see, so I don't get it when like the show's simple, right? There is no romantic or sexual nothing. It's just fighting bad guys. Like nothing has to be called anything. Like he's not gay because he wears fur fur shorts. He'd be gay if he was kissing a man, that's not the case, right? Like,
he never did that on the show. He wore a pink shirt, but I mean, there's a lot. I've worn pink shirts before.
I will never wear a pink shirt, but you're not gay if you do.
I mean, I used to live in Florida, so pink shirts were and I was really tan, so it looked kind of good.
Hey, speaking of that, you know what I hate is when people wear shirts that are the same color as their skin.
Yeah, doesn't that look weird?
I hate it.
It looks like they're like shirtless.
Yeah. The only time like people get away with it, or like if you're black it works, but like if you're white and you're wearing a shirt that's almost the same like skin tone, or even Mexican, the same skin tone as you, it pisses me off. Or not pisses me off, but it's like, what is it? What's going on here?
Yeah.
Oh no, here we go. Okay, oh no. Maybe just plain Steve will bring peace to the conversation. He says, anyone saying it disrespects the original show is looking at that show with rose-colored glasses. It's not Shakespeare. This is the best Masters of the Universe show out there. People who were let down went into it with personal expectations. What do you think?
I gotta agree with it. I gotta agree with that statement. I mean, the original show was very, very like, it was bad guys fighting good guys. It was, let's learn a lesson while we're here, kids. I mean, and I don't understand like why people think that He-Man was like a gay icon. I just never got that.
Never heard that one.
I don't know. I don't know if people just like maybe read into it a little bit too much, but I don't know.
I never heard he was a straight icon either, though, But, like, I felt like that his sexual preference wasn't a part of his character. Like, it wasn't something that did anything. Like, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get, like, people so, like, infatuated with that aspect to everything, Every single thing, it's like, let's jump on that and talk about that. But it's like, nah, dude, it's a 80s cartoon of a dude fighting a skeleton man. Like, there doesn't need to be much more than that.
I mean, he was too busy just like beating up bad dudes in the original cartoon to have relationships. So it was more about friendships. He had a friendship with Duncan, with Man-at-Arms, and with Tila. And, yeah, friendship with Orko, and friendship with it was about having friends. I don't know. That's what I kind of got from it.
Can't relate. Let's see. Anyways, Cincy, I don't know what you kind of conversations you bring to my live chat. This wasn't what I was prepared for.
Good God. Sorry, guys.
Good God. Let's see. S Boogie says he isn't a gay icon. People just need to find an identity angle and ruin everything. They're projecting, says Cthulhu. Treebeard's Toy Box says, I'm enjoying it so far. I freaking love the figures. That's where I'm at too. Mossman I like. I really look forward to getting He-Man. He looks like a fun figure, and Skeletor.
Skeletor's badass. I like the Skeletor a lot.
Omar Vasquez with a $5 super chat says, I just wanted to see if it was a $20 minimum super chat. I guess not. No, it is. I'll read yours, but I won't respect you. You know what I mean? Nah, thank you, Omar. Yvonne Frias says, what up, y'all? Also, Wade, you lied to me, bro. You said the beard would be back in 2 days. I believe I said 2 weeks.
Is that the over-under on how long it's going to take you to grow that big bushy beard? 2 weeks?
Shit. No, the big bushy beard won't come back in 2 weeks. But in 2 weeks, the fact that I shaved will be a thing of the past. It won't
Really?
look. Yeah, I'll have like a respectable beard in about 2 weeks.
Are you gonna grow it out long again, or are you gonna kind of keep it like
I want to grow
tight?
it. I want to grow it out long again, but I need to do it right. So like it's not all fucking creased and weird in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Before the pandemic, I had a long beard that was perfectly fine, but just wearing the mask and shit just kind of ruined it, you know.
Yeah, you gotta ask Robo what he does to keep his nice and fluffy.
No, I don't, Cincy. I do not need to get beard advice from Robo. Robo, if you're listening, better tell these motherfuckers who's got the superior beard. Damn
Not you
pandemic!
right now.
No, I have to. I have to. Me and Robo have different lifestyles, okay? And my lifestyle requires me to go places where I have to wear a mask all the time, and it fucking at my job I had to wear a mask all the time. Like it's sitting at my desk, we were supposed to wear masks, even like after things opened back up and it was fine. But even now, like I'm vaccinated, everyone at work's vaccinated. I still wear a mask. I'm like the only one there wearing a mask because I just figure it's like, why not? Like at this point, it's not weird, and it covers up if I have a booger or something. Like,
I always like the fact that when I was wearing a mask, if I had something in my teeth after eating something, you wouldn't see it.
Yeah, there's all kinds of benefits, and also I hate people's mouths. I hate the way they look. Hate talking to people because their mouths are nasty. You know, I'd rather just everyone wear a mask. I was so comfortable with social distancing and masks. I loved it.
You want to go back to it?
Just to that part, like, 6 feet. Give me 6 feet and cover your face.
You know what? When they lifted the mask ban here in Texas, I was like, oh man, that's cool. I get to see people's faces again. I get to go into Target and see what people's faces look like. And now I kind of regret it.
Yeah.
I forgot how ugly people were.
Yeah, definitely. I'm with you. Dimas Yoga. No, you guys, Robo has a great beard. I'm just saying, when my beard was at its full power, full strength, it was pretty untouchable. S Boogie says girls are way hotter with masks on. Like sometimes like you think like, oh, it would be cool if everybody's naked, right? But then if you go to like a nudist colony, that shit sounds disgusting in my mind, right? Like, I think that's kind of the effect the masks kind of.
Yeah, because when you go to a nudist colony, you're forced to look at everyone.
Yeah.
You like, if you don't want to look at someone, you still have to look at someone.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Jens Armania says, I still wear, I know I'm fucked up his last name, but Jens, got your first name down. I still wear a mask. I won't give it up. It's awesome and safer for the unvaxxed.
Hieronymus. That's my guess on the last name.
He's told me several times. I just like he's called into the live chat and he's told me this is how you say my name. I'm like, okay, I'll get it next time, and still fuck it up.
Made in 1979 customs. It's all the people you wouldn't want to see naked that you see on a nude beach.
Yeah, but like all the people's faces that I see are people's faces I wouldn't want to see.
Yeah. It's amazing how much this from here down affects someone's appearance.
Yeah.
Like if you just see this and that's all you see, someone, and then like that, it's totally different.
Yeah. I know.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yes. I know, I get
Not
it.
communicating very well.
No,
English is hard.
I understand. It's funny too. Wearing a mask without the beard is like way more comfortable. But like,
Really?
yeah, and it's funny though. Like when I had a full-on beard, trying to wear a mask was just stupid anyways. Because I'm like trying to stuff things in places and it's just a mess. I imagine it looked pretty ridiculous because the beard was big and the mask was just up here, and then it's like, I don't know.
Did your face sweat with that much facial hair?
Like just, I mean, if the rest of my face was it didn't sweat excessively in the bearded areas.
So like when I have, this is like is about as much facial hair as I grow before I shave it off.
Oh.
I've let it grow a little bit longer before, and I noticed that like I get like sweaty lips when I have more facial hair on my face.
Maybe it's hard for me to tell because I usually always have facial hair, like it's.
Yeah. Well, I think that the difference is probably the fact that it's kind of freaking humid down here in Texas, and just water and like accumulates on your face as you're just walking outside.
Oh yeah. Oh man. When I lived in Japan, masks were totally normal. Yeah, and it's funny because at the beginning of the pandemic, when people were kind of talking about wearing masks, it was like, what? That's so weird. You know, people would kind of look at you weird before it was like a for sure thing. But I remember I used to tell people like, you know, in other countries they wear masks and it's not so weird. So I think we'll be okay. You know. Spiderface 101 says, Cincy, you watching the draft?
I watched the first 15 picks, and I was very, very happy with the Blue Jackets picks.
Blue Jackets. Hockey?
Hockey, yeah, NHL.
There you go. We used to watch hockey pretty frequently when me and my wife first got together because her family's into it. But you know, we're like sharks over here where we're at. So
Okay.
fuck the Sharks basically is what got me out of hockey because they go to the finals like every year or like to the playoffs every year and then just like shit the bed. So I was just like, fuck this, because I didn't have enough passion for it. You know, I just wanted to see the local team win, and once they weren't, I was just like, fuck this. Well, after 10 years or something of them doing that, I was like, fuck this shit.
Yeah, they didn't even make the playoffs last year. They were kind of shitty.
Yeah, they've been shitty the last couple years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ever since what's his name? I'd say ever since Marlowe left, they've been shitty.
He actually came back to the team. This was probably his last season. He came back for one more year.
Oh, okay.
He didn't do well though. He didn't. I mean, he broke a record for the most games played ever by a player, but that's about all he did.
Yeah, he's old as shit though, right? Like, he's hella.
He's like 4 years younger than me, so he's like 42, I think.
Oh shit. He's old as shit. Well, he's younger than me, so okay. My bad. He's old for a hockey player because he'd been around for a long time.
Oh yeah.
Made 1979 Custom says, Cincy, do you have a Wings jersey?
I do. I have a Dylan Larkin Wings jersey.
Billy Moon says, Sharks always choke. Yeah, they do, man. And like, I remember when I first got with my wife, she'd be like, oh, let's go to a hockey game. And I'm like, fuck hockey, you know? And then she'd be like, she's like, no, right now it's really good. Like, there's these three guys. And it was when they had Patrick Marleau, Joe Thornton, and
Pavelski. Oh, yeah, Jonathan Cheechoo.
Yeah, back then.
Yeah.
And they were killing shit, right? And like, but they just couldn't get it all the way. Then Cheechoo left, and Joe Thornton was cool to watch. And then, you know, they'd get there. And then Pavelski came around, and he was dope and everything.
Yeah.
But I don't know. They just couldn't keep my attention because it was like a tease, you know?
Mm-hmm. They were pretty good back then. I remember that.
Yeah, they were. And they were fun to watch, and we'd go to the games and stuff like that. So, big sports fan over here, Cincy.
Do you watch football at all? Do you watch any other sports?
I like to watch boxing when I can, but and I'll watch basketball because I like to see the Warriors do good because it's the Bay Area team. So I've been watching them for like the last 4 or 5 years or whatever. And for football, I grew up liking the Seattle Seahawks. So when they do good, I start paying attention. And every year I always like I watch the news to see how they're doing. But it's hard to sit and watch a game, man. It's hard because just for time.
It's long, man.
Yeah.
It's a commitment.
Yeah.
You said you like boxing. Do you ever watch any UFC?
Sometimes, but I don't care for it as much, you know?
Really?
Yeah, I mean, there was a point in time where it was really cool, but lately it's like it's a circus, and it's been a circus for years. Even though the dudes are talented, there's a bunch of good fighters, but it's a circus. I can't remember the last fighter I cared about in UFC, though.
I used to watch it a lot more than I do now, but I've been starting to get back into it.
Oh, yeah? Is there any crazy, like, interesting guys right now?
Sean O'Malley, who fought in the last fight, he had a freaking absolute war with this dude that just, I think he took like 180 punches to his face and didn't go down.
Oh,
it was nuts.
Damn.
That was like one of the opening bouts. It was the Conor McGregor fight was the headliner. And I'm not sure if you heard about that, but
where
he broke his own ankle. Yeah, so.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of getting up there in age too, right, for a fighter?
I don't know. He's in his 30s, I think. Mid-30s? Late 30s?
Mid-30s seems hella old to be fighting. Like, I'm 30. I'll be 36 in a billion months. But I'll be 36. And, like, I can't imagine, like, going and getting in a fight that's that crazy, you know? I feel like I'd break my knee, like, doing anything.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I did actually quite a bit of mixed martial arts training from 2008 to 2013. So how the frick old was I in 2008? I was 8 plus 25, 33.
Oh
And
shit.
I remember that I would just in training, I would have like really, really bad injuries, like with pulled muscles and stuff.
Mm.
So I can't even imagine just being in an actual fight. That's just freaking crazy. And I was
Yeah.
33 and in good shape.
Hmm. How long did you do that for, or was it just something you kind of became interested in real quick?
I did it for 5 years. I did Brazilian Jiu Jitsu because the guy that I trained under trained with Carlos Machado, who is actually a really, really big Jiu Jitsu guy, and he trains a lot of UFC fighters. I did Muay Thai,
Oh, nice.
and then I also did some wrestling stuff. It was true. It was true mixed martial arts, and I also did this thing called Krav Maga, which is like an Israeli anti-terrorist defense system.
Oh shit.
It's like, yeah, when people are like trying to shoot you, how to disarm someone if they're within reaching distance, how to take their gun away from them, how to, survive a knife attack, stuff like that.
Oh cool. Damn, that's dope.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but honestly, like if I had to pick a favorite sport, it's definitely boxing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like. Yeah, boxing's crazy, man. It's been around for 100 years. There's like a lot of history to it. There's a lot. It's interesting. It's crazy, you know. I just wish
Hmm.
that. I wish. I know there's a lot of good boxers out there, but I wish there was a super exciting boxer that could be fun to watch. You know, it doesn't seem like there's too many of them.
I'm not sure if you were watching boxing when Tyson was a big deal, but watch some of his old fights.
Oh,
It is absolutely freaking insane how fast and powerful he was.
yeah. No, I love watching Tyson knockouts and fights from the 80s and stuff. Cause like
Yeah.
when he came out of jail, my mom used to buy all the fights. I was a little kid, but she used to buy all the fights. And it was around the time where like people would pay 50, 60 bucks for the fights and they get mad because they were done in 2 seconds. Like that whole era.
Hmm.
And I remembered that fondly. But yeah, as I got older, I started watching like old fights. Like I love the Hagler versus Hearns fight. I'll go watch that every now and then, like that shit's a movie or something.
Hmm.
um, but yeah, no, this. You know what made me more like boxing even more than I already did was Fight Night Round 2 on Xbox.
Fight Night Round 2. I don't know if I remember that game.
Oh man, it was the dopest game ever, and I was the best at that shit. But like, because I picked Marvin Hagler, and Marvin Hagler, his jabs were almost like knockouts. So I would just jab and then like haymaker, jab, and like no one could do anything. But yeah, Marvin
Yeah.
he was a beast.
Did you ever get into the Rocky movies?
I've never even seen the Rocky movies.
Are you serious? You've never seen a single one?
Yes. No, I haven't
Holy
seen.
shit,
I
dude.
haven't seen one.
That's crazy.
I had there, like, probably haven't talked about this on the live in about a year, but there's like an embarrassing amount of movies that I haven't seen, like classic movies.
Are you not a big movie guy? Do you not go to the theater very much or?
I do love going to the movie theaters, and I do love movies, but a lot of movies that are deemed classic came out in the 80s, and I just never backtracked. You know,
Yeah.
like, I've seen most of the classic 90s movies and like 2000s movies, I think, but like if we're talking 80s, I haven't seen that many of them, but like, you know, I've seen, so I could probably list the ones I have seen, and then anything else you name, I probably haven't seen it. So like Predator 2, Terminator 1, Terminator 2, Blade Runner, and that's probably it. Like,
Have you seen Aliens?
I have not.
Oh my god, dude, you have to watch that.
I don't know.
It's freaking so good.
I mean, I've seen parts of a bunch of these movies. So like
Okay.
Aliens, I know a bunch about. Like Aliens was part 2, right? So that's the one
Yeah.
that's the one that's more action by James Cameron. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's so freaking badass. Have you ever seen the original 89 Keaton Batman?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Yeah. See, that was close enough to the 90s. I would have been almost, 4 or 5 at that time. So,
Okay.
and it was a, comic book thing. So that kind of stuff I was already into. Spider-Man, Batman.
So when did you watch the original Star Wars trilogy then?
Okay, so the original Star Wars, I think I had seen it growing up. I'm pretty, but the thing is, like, a movie like Star Wars isn't just a movie anymore. It's part of culture. So like, you know everything, whether or not you've seen it. So like, by the time I actually remember sitting and watching Star Wars, my daughter was already born. So less than 8 years
wow.
ago. Yeah. So, like, and it was kind of cool, but it was before. So it was right before all the Disney stuff. So
Okay.
I was like, I think I was homesick or something, and I was like, I'm gonna watch all the Star Wars movies, and I watched them episode 1 through all of them at the time, so through the 6. But that was the first time that I remember like actually. Well, you know, I went to the theater for Phantom Menace actually, but I didn't really watch it. It was one of those things where I went there and bullshitted with my friends or whatever. But yeah, like that. So that what year? We could even say like probably 2014 it was when I actually sat and watched them all.
So your first experience, you went from episode 1. So you didn't even start 4, 5, 6, and then go back. You started at episode 1 and watched them through.
Yeah.
So what was your favorite Star Wars movie then?
My favorite one was definitely Empire Strikes Back when I was watching them then. But now, again, this is an unpopular opinion, but I don't have the attachment that a lot of other people have. My favorite Star Wars movie is Rogue One.
Okay, that's a good movie though.
Yeah, that shit is awesome.
So Rogue One is basically, it takes kind of the heart and soul of the original trilogy and modernizes it. That's the way I kind of look at it.
Yeah.
So you're more of an original trilogy guy, is what I'm trying to get at.
Okay.
I was trying to see if you were more a prequel guy or an original. No one's a sequel guy, so I was trying to see if you liked 1 through 3 or 4 through 6 more. But the fact that you like Rogue One, I'm guessing that you're a 4 through 6 guy.
Yeah, because even before I watched Rogue One, I liked Empire Strikes Back.
Okay.
Yeah, but you know, but at the same time, I also kind of I saw those 2 sets of movies as 2 movies, so I felt like the first 3 were one movie. And I was like, this movie kind of sucks, but the ending is cool, which like that's accurate to most people's opinion, right? Like 1 and 2 sucks, but then Revenge of the Sith is pretty good. Like most people like that. And then for the second half, I was just like, damn, Luke starts off, he's kind of like a little bitch, but then by the end, he's pretty cool. Like at the end, I was like, oh shit, Luke's a badass. Like I was into it, but I saw them all as one movie. That's why I'm kind of hard to like try to remember. I like the middle section the most, I think. But
yeah, have you watched all of the episodes of The Mandalorian?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I love Mandalorian. It does have like a very it has a video game feel to it sometimes. You know?
Think?
Yeah, oh fuck yeah. Like, oh here Mando, go over here and get this from this guy, that way you can do this. And then he goes over there and they go, I don't have it, you gotta go to that guy, and he's like,
I see what
okay.
you're saying.
Yeah. And it'll do that for 5, 6 episodes before it kind of carries on the plot. Or
side missions.
Yeah, and all those side missions are little things to get to the end, but the last like 3 episodes of Mando in season 2 shit was fucking crazy. That was some of the best Star Wars shit.
Definitely.
As an OG Star Wars fan, are you a big fan of Mando? I know you buy all the hot toys.
Huge fan of Mandalorian. I gotta say, Mandalorian's probably. I was saying that it's my second favorite Star Wars thing ever. At this point, I think it might be my favorite Star Wars thing ever. And I'm a huge fan of the original trilogy. But Mandalorian takes all the stuff that I love from the original trilogy and just makes it even better.
So before Mandalorian, what was your favorite single Star Wars thing that you liked?
Empire Strikes Back, definitely. Empire Strikes Back. I also really like Return of the Jedi, but now that Mando's come out, I honestly think Mandalorian is my favorite Star Wars.
It's
which
really
is crazy to say.
It's really good, no, for sure. Because even the little criticisms I have with the side missions, it's still fun tagging along, and it's fun being there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like Clone Wars?
It's okay. It's a little repetitive, and it's mostly all side missions. Bad Batch has kind of turned into that too. I'm not sure if you've been watching the Bad Batch, but it started off really strong. I thought they were going to go down a single path, but what the heck are you doing? But it's turned into just like side mission after side mission after side mission. It's still enjoyable. I still like it, and I'll still watch it. But yeah, I like it. And Clone Wars was pretty good too. It felt a little long and a little repetitive.
Yeah, you're right though. It was definitely all side missions. It'd be like, Anakin, we have to go to this thing and set this prisoner free and talk some politics. But it's still fun though. Like I like when I've slowly been watching Clone Wars over the last year or something, and I was just watching the episodes the other day about the Night Sisters and the Night Brother or whatever. Savage Opress.
Yes.
Yeah, that was awesome, and he was like, dude, he was dope. Like he killed those Jedi like nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you have something to do?
Well, like her face isn't on the screen, so just so you know. But
okay.
Yeah.
Lean in a little bit so they can see who I'm talking to, so they know I'm not a crazy person.
No, they thought that was your arm.
There it is.
When she reached it.
I'm just talking to the voices in my head over here.
Oh.
All right, I'll tuck you in later.
Max Ugarte. Oh, my bad.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Max Ugarte says, Wade and Cincy, what do you think of the new Dune trailer?
I'm excited for it. I saw the original Dune movie. I thought it was cool. This thing just looks insane, like crazy. It looks. I hate using the word, but because it's so overused, but it looks epic. So. Well,
that's the whole point of Dune, right? It's like a big epic. Yeah, I think you get a pass on that one. Dude, man, I hate. There's reasons why I don't like to say this. Okay, I can't say the reasons, but I like Oscar Isaac. That motherfucker's a badass, and when he like pops up in the trailer with his beard and shit, I'm like, damn, this motherfucker, he's dope. But
he looks like a badass.
Yeah, I can't wait to see him in Moon Knight. You know, he's gonna be a beast.
Did you ever see the movie Drive with Ryan Gosling?
No, is he in that?
He's in that. Yeah, I didn't know it was him at first, but he's in that.
Oh, okay. Now the movie where he caught my attention was Ex Machina. Have you seen that?
Oh yeah, that's a good movie too.
Yeah, hell yeah.
There was also a movie came out. I think it was a straight to Netflix movie, but it was it had a bunch of stars in it. Ben Affleck was in it, but it was an action movie, and he was in that. Oscar Isaac was in it, and he was really good.
Cool. Yeah, he's dope, man. He's a really good choice for Moon Knight, in my opinion. Final box machina. Laser Pants with the $5 super chat says, Wade, I know you're not an anime fan. I'm not either, but you should definitely watch Dr. Stone on HBO Max. Once your beard grows back, it's dope. What's a beard have to do with it, motherfucker?
The prereq. You have to have a beard to watch it.
Dr. Stone, that's a cool name.
Oh yeah, Pedro Pascal was in that movie. Triple Frontier. Thank you. Fricket Toys said that.
Animator Hero says, you're not going to like Dr. Stones. I know you well enough to know you want. But Ace, I like all kinds of different stuff though. Like, I don't know. I'm pretty open-minded. I know that I give off the feeling that I'm not open-minded, but I do it for like dramatic effect or comedic effect or whatever. I'm pretty open-minded, but I don't know. I guess if you have to convince people you're open-minded, maybe you're not. It's like trying to convince someone you're not racist. Like, I love black people, right? It's like, sure you do. But
are you trying to get into all the controversial subjects?
So we got the gay shit, the racist shit. What else do I need to check off?
Politics. Let's talk politics,
baby.
Jesus Christ.
Kettle corn. Well, usually my friend Rick is here to save me from these situations. He'll put in the chat kettle corn, and then I know.
Oh, is that your safe word?
Yeah, then I know I've gone too far. But like, when everyone else says it, I just don't believe them.
It's awesome.
S Boogie, hot take. I love black people. Oh man. Yeah, no, but Ace is a big anime fan, and I do trust his opinion on anime, and I trust that he does know my taste well enough to be like, nah, you might not be into that. And on his recommendation, I think, yeah, it was his recommendation. I bought an anime movie. Like, I went out of my way and bought this movie. It was called Samurai Champloo. Have you ever seen it?
No.
Everybody says I'll love it, and what kind of like pushed me over the edge is I heard the soundtrack, and it had a really dope like grimy hip hop, influenced soundtrack. So I was like, oh yeah, maybe I'll be into this. I bought it and I fucking lost it. I don't know what I did with the DVD. I really want to watch it, but I don't know where I put it. So my wife might have like put it away. I gotta find it.
You don't hear about many animes with hip hop soundtracks.
Yeah, I guess not. I guess not. Well,
Have you have you ever heard of a show called One Punch Man?
yeah, I'm familiar with One Punch Man.
Have you ever watched it?
No, no.
So like the opening theme is what kind of got me hooked on that show, and the opening theme is almost like a metal, like a metal song.
Oh yeah, see.
Like it's almost like hair metal. It's like real like freaking hard, and like I was like, damn, this is kind of different for an anime opening theme. And
Yeah.
that's kind of what hooked me in.
Oh, see, that might do the opposite for me.
You don't like metal?
No, I hate it. Well,
Hmm.
hates. I don't know. It's never.
You're not a fan.
It's never appealed to me. Like yeah, it's never done anything. I'm hip hop all the way through. But like, well, the thing is, like, metal and anime are two things that like that are on the opposite side of my spectrum. So having them both at the same time coming at me might be might be too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Robo says you lost him as soon as you said metal. Yeah, Robo tried to show me because we were talking about music, and I told him, "Do you like hip hop, Cincy? Are you into it?" Like,
I do. I like all kinds of music.
okay, are you familiar with Deltron 3030?
I am not. No.
Are you familiar with the Gorillaz?
Yes.
You know the first song, Clint Eastwood?
Yeah.
That's basically Deltron. Like those people
Oh,
who,
I like that.
yeah, the people who made that song made a whole album. Because you know how Gorillaz is a rotating cast?
Yeah.
So Dan the Automator and Del that are on that Clint Eastwood song went off and made a whole album called Deltron 3030. It's a very sci-fi influenced album. It's fucking awesome. You should check it out. I tried to get Robo to check it out, and he said, "Okay, I'll listen to it if you listen to some fucking bullshit that I could suggest you." And that night we got off the chat, and he tried to show me this shit, and I was like, "All right, this is okay." The girl singing, and then it flips from like a Evanescence sound, which I could kind of be like, okay, to like some weirdo shit. Like it was like raw, I couldn't understand like why he had me listen to it. I took offense to it, really, and that's why he hasn't been on the podcast.
Robo, what band was that you recommended to him? Now I want to know.
It was like Spirit Rollers or something.
I've never heard of them.
Toy Chase, what's cracking?
Deltron, was it called Deltron 3030?
Deltron 3030, yeah.
I got to make note of that. I want to.
Oh, it's awesome. It's so good. Oh, Robo says it was it was Spirit Box and it scared the beard off of him. Robo, you got to shave too. I want to see how many chins you have. I have 2. Spirit Box. He says hell no. He's shook. No, but yeah, he had me listen to Spirit Box. Spirit Bomb. Hold on. What was it called? Spirit Box. Couldn't do it, man. And then in return, he didn't even listen to Deltron. I think he said he listened to the intro.
Nice.
Nah, but I mean, I only listened to one song, so I guess we're even. Hey, did you buy Galactus?
I did. Yeah. I actually I'm making up for the fact that I did not get Unicron unless Robo sells me his, which is a running gag. So I'll get at least one Planet Eater with Galactus.
Right.
But I did not get Sentinel. I passed on the Sentinel. Did not think I had room for it, but somehow, miraculously, I have room for Galactus.
Oh, shit. That's right. You said that in your live. That's cool. You excited about it?
I am. I'm very excited.
It looks awesome, but I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I definitely ordered it. There's no way I was, gonna pass on a Galactus, but like, it's just so big, Like I don't know what the hell to do with it.
I'm interested to see what stretch goals they're gonna have for it.
I'm interested to see if we make it to the stretch goals.
You think? You think they're not gonna?
I think they'll reach their goal to go into production. But I imagine like the stretch goal is going to be like another 5,000 or something, right? I don't know if we'll do that. I hope we do. I hope it goes that far because yeah, I would imagine the stretch goals are going to be like heralds. And, that would be awesome.
Yeah. I think that I mean a lot of people ordered more than one Sentinel because you can army build those, but like with Galactus, you can't really army build Galactus.
Yeah. Um, I'm sure people buy multiples though, because there's gonna be like a resale. I mean,
Oh,
you
that's
know,
true. Yeah.
resale market for it. I'm sure stores. I'm like Big Bad Toy Store probably has them for sale.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
I'm gonna buy one and raffle it. You know, get my hustle on.
Are you really?
No, hell no. Just trying to add more to the controversy.
I don't understand raffles. Like, I don't understand how people are okay with them. I know that it's a chance to pay a little amount for a large product, but when you add it up and you do the math, you're like, this dude's making a freaking shitload of profit on this thing.
Yes, yes, but my thing on that is like I don't care what someone else is doing. Like I don't care. I don't count other people's pockets. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, that's true.
cause like I don't do raffles. I mean I think like one time I raffled off the figure arts Luke Skywalker because I had it for years. I didn't want it anymore, and raffles were becoming a thing. I was like, I'll throw this in there. I think I made less than I would have if I just sold it because it was like pretty popular at the time.
Yeah.
But that's the only time I ever raffled anything, and like, I mean, I don't know, but I participated in raffles, and I never thought to myself like, okay, I'm not gonna put in this $5 because so and so is actually making 200. Fuck them. I'm just like, hey, it's like it's like doing a claw machine or whatever.
That's true.
But I haven't been in a raffle in years, or like at least a year probably at this point.
Did you ever win anything when you were doing them?
Yeah, I won a couple of things actually. Yeah,
Really?
I won like the Marvel Legends Wolverine Legendary Riders motorcycle from somebody. I won Marvel Legends Doctor Doom and Thing. I actually won that from MCU Collector. He did a raffle. I won that. So that's, like I feel like I kind of broke even on the raffles because there's plenty that I lost, yeah. Whipstorm says it's supporting scalping. I understand where you're coming from. I don't know if I necessarily agree, but I get it.
I don't know if it supports scalping. It definitely supports capitalism. It supports making a lot of profit.
Yeah, for sure. Again, I've kind of like distanced myself from any involvement in raffles only because I'm like I don't necessarily have a problem with it, but I get the like moral conflict, so I'm just kind of like I'll just buy the figure. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
But I don't necessarily consider it scalping. Omega Weapon 13 says, "Can you call scalping hustling?"
A lot of people do.
Yeah, for sure. It's a hustle, and raffling is probably a hustle as well.
I mean, have you heard about the whole controversy? Since this is going to be a freaking controversial, freaking.
What races do you hate? No, I'm just kidding.
No, I was going to bring up. Did you hear about the whole thing with Toys Wonderland?
No.
Are you familiar with that?
Uh-uh.
Oh God. Do we want to open this can of worms?
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right, so how can I explain this in the quickest way possible? Hot Toys. So Sideshow is the official distributor of Hot Toys here in the United States. They paid money to Hot Toys to have that contract, to hold that contract, and to be the one that distributes Hot Toys not only to consumers, but also to stores that sell here in the U.S.
Okay.
So Hot Toys are also sold, since Sideshow is the U.S. distributor, Hot Toys are also sold internationally through stores called like Secret Base, which is in Hong Kong. So there's a store called Toys Wonderland. And I guess it started with a bunch of dudes that would buy a bunch of Hot Toys directly from Secret Base as soon as they were released, and then raise the price tremendously in some cases, and then resell them as first batch figures.
Okay.
So people with deep pockets, or people that are impatient, or people that just don't want to wait for a figure, or people that are reviewers on YouTube that want to be the first to get the figure because they know the views will get them money to pay for that extra amount that they're paying for the figure, would pay these sometimes exorbitant amounts to Toys Wonderland to get the figure. Okay. So let's just say that there was a $250 Hot Toy figure. Let's just say, for example, it's the Endgame Captain America by Hot Toys. Okay? So that figure I've had paid off for a year now. If you watch my live streams, I bitch about it pretty much every single live stream.
Yeah.
I've had it pay off for a year. I still haven't gotten it. It is probably sitting in a giant metal shipping container in the port of Los Angeles right now. collecting heat and probably fricking the figure up tremendously. Anyway, besides the point, that figure has been in some collectors' hands for a year and a half now.
Oh
Because
shit.
it came out in Hong Kong in early 2020, I believe, maybe even late 2019, I think.
Oh
And
shit.
people would pay money to get it earlier from a Hong Kong guy that would ship it DHL. Then they would have it in their hands. But a $250 figure, they would pay 350 or 400 for.
Oh shit. Okay.
So what happened recently is that Sideshow started losing money, started losing business, and they got that site, Toys Wonderland, shut down. Even though the site is run by a Hong Kong company, which is essentially buying something and then reselling it, flipping it for a profit, they got them shut down because people in the U.S. were buying from them, surpassing Sideshow, and
Oh,
it
okay.
just caused a shitstorm.
Okay.
So
So
that's where this all comes in. Is the question is scalping considered hustling? And I've watched many people come to the defense of Toys Wonderland, say respect the hustle, because they want
oh.
they had the business mind to, since they had close proximity to Hong Kong, buy things from Hong Kong, jack them up, sell them to U.S. people for a huge profit, which is this kind of the same thing in reverse. If you know anything about like US made products like jeans, like Levi's jeans, you could take a lot of US made products, take them overseas, and jack the frickin' prices up and make a shitload of profit. It works in both ways.
Okay.
So that's kind of why I went through this long-winded story of Toys Wonderland, Sideshow, and Hot Toys, is because the whole scalping, is it hustling or is it, what is it? So
Okay. Real quick. So this Toys Wonderland would buy them from Secret Base. That was the distributor in Hong Kong.
yeah, so basically what it would be is Toys Wonderland would have a bunch of dudes that would go into Secret Base, the store, and reserve a figure, because I think they limit figures like one per customer. And they would have a bunch of like people go in there, and then they would buy from those people and have this giant surplus of figures, and then raise the price, put it on their website and say first batch. And they
Okay.
would mark something up, I don't know, like sometimes double it, sometimes 50, 75%, sell it for a big profit, DHL it, and
Yeah.
then people over here in the States would get the product a lot sooner.
And Hot Toys had that place shut down, like the whole store, or got their.
Sideshow had their website shut down.
Wait, who? Oh, the okay, Toys World or whatever. Had okay.
Toys Wonderland. Yeah, because Sideshow's the distributor of Hot Toys here in the U.S.
Yeah.
Well, basically,
Okay.
what they
So
were saying
I get
is,
it.
yeah,
I
they
get
had them
it.
shut down because, and they're probably saying, hey, you're not allowed to sell anyone to the United States
Oh,
because
crazy.
we're the distributor in the United States.
Yeah. And they got it shut down. That's crazy that they're even able to do that.
I know, it is crazy.
And so, is your take that that's good? They should have shut them down.
No, I don't think so. I mean, because like I buy from Ami Ami and I get shit much quicker than I do from Big Bad.
Yeah,
Um,
but Big Bad doesn't actually have distribution rights for those things, right? Like that's why they're so expensive from Big Bad. They have to buy them.
But what if they did? What if Big Bad had an exclusive contract with Bandai to be the official distributor in the U.S., and you've been buying from Ami Ami and getting stuff a lot sooner and a lot cheaper and
Yeah.
a lot quicker
Right.
than you have from Big Bad, and then that happened. I'm just putting myself in those same shoes because I've been buying a lot of stuff from Ami Ami recently.
Oh
I'd be
yeah.
that my honey hole has been shut down. You know?
Yeah. Well, that's an if though. Like but if oh man, that sucks. Yeah, that does suck because like so people yeah, that really sucks because the US distributor isn't satisfying its customer, you, right? Because you don't have this Captain America that people have had for a year because they bought it from Omni Ami of Hot Toys. But they bought it at a scalper price, not retail. Ami doesn't scalp. They just do retail price. So that's kind of different too, right?
Right. The other thing is like Sideshow is the distributor, so they sell Hot Toys to stores. So I used to go to a store in Cincinnati called Comics to Games, and they were only able to, when they had sales, they were only able to mark down a Hot Toys figure 8%. That was a mandatory thing issued by Sideshow that
Yeah.
they were not allowed to issue any kind of discount over 8%. Whereas when Sideshow has sales, they'll offer stuff a lot cheaper than 8% off. So if these
Oh man.
stores that have bought from Sideshow still have inventory on hand, they're kind of screwed for a while because the customer, like me, can go buy directly from Sideshow, surpass the retailer, and get it for even cheaper when Sideshow's having a big sale. So it's just a lot of
See, but
you could,
if I was a retailer, I just wouldn't carry Hot Toys. I'd because the Hot Toys needs retailers, even if they like, because there's a whole distribution system in place for everything, right? That's why Hot Toys doesn't sell directly all the time. That's why Hasbro doesn't sell directly all the time, because you need distributors. But if I was a distributor or whatever, I would just stop buying from them and call it a day. It would only be one store, so maybe it wouldn't matter. But like if a big enough store did it, maybe Hot Toys would stop that goofy shit.
I'm thinking that's probably what happened with Toys Wonderland. Is I think that some stores that were getting their supply from Sideshow said, "F you, Sideshow. I'm going to go buy from Toys Wonderland. I'll get the merchandise here faster. I'm going to work out a deal where I don't have to pay that high of a price, and I'm going to buy exclusively from them, and I'll be able to get it in my customers' hands faster."
Yeah.
I'm sure. That's probably what caused this whole thing. Is a lot of people jumping ship on Sideshow and going directly to Toys Wonderland and just pissing off Sideshow. So
Yeah. Damn.
it's been a huge deal in the 1/6 scale community.
Yeah, Sideshow sounds grimy, man.
I mean, there's both two sides of the coin. Like it sounds like that they're just kind of muscling people out, but at the same time, I can't talk poorly about Sideshow because I've had a lot of really, really good customer service experiences with them, like where they've kind of gone out of their way to help me out.
Yeah.
Um, and they didn't have to. So
Yeah, I mean,
I mean,
that's cool, but you definitely have to respect your business partners, you know? Like,
yeah, that's true too.
yeah. I get where you're coming from, a consumer, but like at that point they should just deal directly with consumers and call it a day. Why even deal with any of the other nonsense?
Right. It's a sticky situation, definitely.
Interesting stuff for sure. But so in the defense of Toys Wonderland, people were saying respect the hustle, huh? I don't know. Like the whole hustle thing, it's kind of like, again, I try not to count other people's pockets and what they have going on. I only think about how it affects my collecting, right? Because like if someone is selling for something more than I want to pay, I don't buy it from them. At that
Yeah,
point,
that's the
what
thing.
they do has nothing to do with me.
Right. I didn't really give a shit that they were selling stuff for 2 or 3 times the value because I just didn't buy that. I mean, I could wait for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be impatient as hell waiting for this freaking Captain America to show up, but still, and I have the right to bitch about it since I've been
Yeah.
waiting for so long, but still, I'm not going to pay $400 to $500 for a $250 figure because I can't wait for it, you know?
Yeah, for sure. And from a reviewer standpoint, like, I don't know, fuck all that getting shit first to review it. You know, that shit, that's a, I always say it, but that's like a race that's impossible to win because you can't do that every time. And if you become the guy who only gets views because you're the first, the second you're not the first, you don't get the views anymore. You know what I mean? The other guy who was first gets the views. So like, and also it's impossible to compete with people that have like inside connections with companies or like, you know, for whatever reason get free toys from companies. Like there's a handful of people that McFarlane and Mattel and even Hasbro like deal with, and like if those companies are hooking up all those people, it's impossible for someone like me who burns all the bridges to compete, you know? So like I don't even think about I'm gonna get this first and review it.
And dude, I just got to say, one of the reasons why I like your reviews so much is because I know you paid money for it. And you have an unbiased opinion towards it. Whereas if I can go just randomly do a search on YouTube and look for a review, they might have gotten that shit for free, and they might have a biased opinion because they want to continuously get hookups.
Yeah.
I know you paid for that thing, so you're gonna tell me if it sucks. You're gonna tell me if I should skip it, or you're gonna tell me if I should buy it. That's why I have so much respect for your reviews.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. But I mean, on my channel there are a couple of things that I have received as like hookups or review samples, but it's hilarious because like I've gotten bad stuff for review samples, and like sometimes I apologize to the people that gave them to me. I'm like, I don't like this thing at all. Like I'm gonna have to like bash it, or you know, like it is what it is. Like there's some funny reviews out there where me like I'm sad because I don't want to disrespect anybody. I don't want to disrespect anybody's work. I know that like a perfect example is like Diamond Select Bruce Lee. I hated that damn figure, and I got it for a review sample. I'm fucking friends with the people that sculpted it. The guy who gave it to me is a nice guy, but I had to tear that shit down because it was trash. And like, I felt hella bad. I felt hella bad. And like I've gotten figures from some companies where they were so bad, I just didn't review them. And I'm like, well, fuck it. They'll probably never send me anything again. But they were nice enough to give me this. I don't want to trash them. I don't like it. So I'm just going to lose it. Or I don't know what I did. Like I got a company from I got a figure from a company that sent me a Batman figure, right? I opened it up. I was like, I fucking hate this. Like, there's no way I'm doing a review. And the cape was broken. And I was like, hell yeah, the cape's broken. I'll just tell them the cape's broken. I can't review it. I told them that, like, 2 days later, I had a new cape in my mailbox. and then I just didn't review it. And I was like, I guess that's the end of that relationship.
I respect that, dude.
You have to
instead of just lying to your reviewers. I respect the fact that you're like, I can't review this.
Yeah, but and at the same time, like the people who sent me that are so nice, and they reached out to me like a couple years ago and was like, hey, we like your channel, would you mind reviewing some stuff for us? I was like, oh hell yeah. And I liked what they sent me. The first couple things I really liked them, and this Batman I was really excited for, but I just couldn't do it. I couldn't, like, I couldn't trash them because they were so nice, but then I also couldn't get on there and say that I liked it. So it's like, oh, okay, burn the bridge. I don't need. I'll buy the next one, you know.
Yeah.
And it's funny, like the Bruce Lee Diamond Select, there's a couple of figures where I've trashed them and the people still send me stuff. Or the coolest one, these people are awesome. Beast Kingdom, are you familiar with them? They do like, Egg Attack, dynamic action heroes, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
When I went to Toy Fair, I was looking at their shit and like, they were asking me questions and like, oh yeah, you know, they're like, do you buy our stuff? I was like, oh, I buy a couple, like I like them and they're cool, but they're expensive, so I don't buy too many of them. And I was like, hey, but I got a review channel, you know, and if you want me to take a look at your product, I will. Handed them a card. They're like, oh, we know you. We were just watching blah, 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 blah. I was like, oh, shit. Like, I turned straight into, like, we're friends. And shit. Oh, what's up, motherfucker? Yeah, cool. And, like, and then the guy was really nice. He ran to the back and got me a figure. And he's like, here, can you review this? I'm like, sure. I go home. I'm like, I don't like this figure. But I reviewed it and I emailed him. I was like, hey man, I didn't really like the figure, but hopefully I was respectful in the review. And they're like, you know what? We agree with all the things that you didn't like. We're gonna try to make it better, and in fact, we're gonna send out replacement parts for the one thing that you really disliked. Like,
nice.
And they did it, so that was pretty cool. And they've sent me stuff since then too. Beast Kingdom is awesome.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm a company and I send something to someone, I'm like, hey, can you review this? And it sucks, and I get their opinion that it sucks. I would rather have you be honest with me than blow smoke up my ass and tell me that it's the best thing in the world, because then I'm going to go in blind and send this thing out to a bunch of people, and thousands of people are going to think it sucks, as opposed to maybe I can fix it, tweak it, and get it good, so that before we send it out to a bunch of people, then it's right.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, for sure. But sometimes, like, if you already have pieces in reviewers' hands, it might be too late to do anything.
Yeah.
You know, it might be too late to change anything. But I mean, I feel not me personally, because like I'm not very professional, and so this doesn't apply to me. But like I feel that like reviewers, like professional reviewers that do this like to, you know, as something, like are valuable. So I would think that companies probably don't want to piss off reviewers. Like sometimes it's kind of like, you know, fuck these internet guys or whatever. But at the same time, you could shit on whatever internet reviewer you want. If that guy has followers, the followers are gonna listen to his opinion, and it can affect like your business. So like,
yeah,
I would think that you don't want to piss off reviewers, right? So I feel like I handled those situations the best I could without pissing anyone off and still keeping integrity, you know?
Yeah. What I don't understand is, at this point, why have companies not involved reviewers during the sculpting process, during the design process, so that you can get someone's opinion on something very early on and change something before it goes to production? Well, why do they wait to something going to production and then sending it to reviewers? Hey, can you take a look at this? As opposed to getting people involved much earlier in the process to create the perfect product.
Well,
you know?
Yeah, for sure. But what I say to that is, like, the people that design and sculpt are way smarter than most reviewers, and they know what they're doing more so than the reviewers. Most of the guys that sculpt and are part of the actual design teams want the same things we want. But the thing is, it doesn't always make it through production that way. So
where does the figure go to shit then? Like if
production,
Huh?
Production.
Really?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I don't know if you know Playing With Myself. He's always in the chat. He works in the industry. He's a designer sculptor. He is a figure fucking, like, he loves action figures. Like, loves them. He buys all of them. He fucking makes them. He goes on every podcast talking about them. He loves action figures. He knows more than I do as far as what makes a good action figure, and he is responsible for making good action figures. But he's told me a lot of times, and people that he works with, like sculptors and things like that, they'll show me things that they sculpted and things that they intended on with figures that, like, I'll have, like, this happens with Diamond Select a lot. Like, a lot of times I'll have Diamond Select. I'm like, what happened here? Because I know who sculpted it. I'm like, what happened here? They're like, I don't know. We wanted it to do this. The same thing you were saying in your review. That's what we wanted. But the factory added this and that, and it just didn't work out.
There's a broken link in the chain somewhere.
Well, and also a lot of sculptors and designers are freelanced. So they're not, you know, they're told to sculpt a Hulk figure. And they sculpt it. That's the end of the story. They turn it in, get paid, and then call it a day. They can't, you know, they can't do anything else past that. They're not involved in the whole process all the way to the end.
Yeah.
But it would be wise to have reviewers involved in some level, but probably right after production, I would say.
You think?
Yeah, because before, like, it's a whole nother animal. Like, once something's sculpted and ready to go, like, you know, I'm working on my, like, Odious figure, right? Like, I have a nice sculpt that somebody did for me. I'm really happy with it. But every time I look at it, I'm like, this is awesome right here in my hands. But once I take the next step, what's it going to become? And how much more work is it going to take for me to get it as close to this as possible to make it actually work, you know?
Yeah.
And I have no idea. Like, it's a mystery. So sculptors, I mean, review guys, I think, are only good after production. From what you're proposing, which I think is a good idea. It works after production.
It's kind of scary that there could be that much variance between the point that you have it sculpted and designed and then it being produced and in your hand. That there could be that much of a difference.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, the production of things is handled like in oh, here's a perfect example. Somebody coming in to help us out with this. Dan Yoon from Hasbro. What's up, Dan? He says, making toys is not always easy, guys, unfortunately, but we always want honesty from the review people. No bullshit.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, definitely you want honesty, but you also don't want anyone to trash the figure, especially once it's out and already in circulation, you know?
Yeah.
It's all a fine line, man. It's tough. Honestly, I get a little stressed out dealing with companies like products, you know, like reviewing. It's like, it stresses me out, man.
Can I ask you a question about your review process?
Yeah, of course.
If you're having a shitty day, do you review a figure?
Nah, hell no.
Okay, so you wait until you're like at a neutral ground mentally.
Well, but
emotionally and spiritually before you review a product, because I just feel like that there's a lot of factors that could play in place with, because it's all subjective. I mean, it's all based on your opinion. You know?
So,
and if you're having a shitty day, maybe you got in a fight with your spouse or something, and you just go into it just like, I don't want to do this, but I got to do it. Then maybe you're like leaning towards having a bad review for the product when it's not actually a bad product.
I don't think that's ever happened. And I don't think, see, cause me, like, I could only do reviews like on the weekends, right? So like on the weekends, you're already in a good mood. It's the weekend. So it's like very rare that like, I'm like so pissed off. If I'm that pissed off where it's going to affect my outlook on a figure or like toys that make me happy, the last thing I'm thinking about is a review. So I'm probably not even, you know, like, it's not my job, so I don't have to do. If I'm in a bad mood, I just don't do. You know, I don't have to do them.
The reason I ask is I know you're not this way, but like there are reviewers out there that are just negative as hell with every review. It's crazy, like how negative they are every time. I'm like, are they just like an unhappy person generally in life?
Yeah. You wanna drop some names? I got your back. No. I got your back in some beef.
That's okay. I don't want to start on the internet.
I got your back, Cincy. Don't worry about it. No, but I agree with you. And sometimes when I hear those really negative reviews, I just think those people have maybe outgrown figures and they're just not into it anymore. When every single review is negative, it's like, hey man, maybe move on.
At that point though, do you feel like maybe some people that have been on YouTube for a long time just feel obligated to continue to produce because they've gotten to a point where they have a very large subscribership and they feel like they can't walk away from it.
Oh yeah, like some guys, it's become their job, right? So realistically, they can't. But luckily with YouTube, like I know that like if you've always reviewed figures, that's what your following expects from you. But you know, it's YouTube. It's your world you've created. Like you could, I would imagine that you could groom your audience into something else, like kind of shift them into your other interests, as long as it's kind of within the realm of what you already do. Like for instance, if you review figures all the time, I don't think that it's far-fetched to try to get your fans to be into comic book reviews or movie reviews or whatever, you know, like, but you have to know your audience and you have to trust your audience. But
Yeah.
but if you got to I think if you get to a point where you're reviewing figures and you sound unhappy, your audience is going to abandon you anyways.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's a tough juggling act. Shout out to Dan Yoon, man. Dan Yoon is a really good dude. He popped in the chat to give us some valuable input, and everybody was shouting out Dan Yoon. I didn't get a chance to say what's up to him, but yeah, Dan, everybody's shouting you out, saying you're the man, and I totally agree. I don't necessarily care to be like all buddy with like a bunch of like toy industry guys too much, but Dan is like the exception. I think Dan is an awesome guy. I mean, there's other awesome guys, but Dan is definitely a standout dude.
He's one of the cool Dans. Just like me. A lot of people don't know my name's Dan. There's a lot of freaking Dans in the toy world.
I thought your name was Steve.
It's not Steve.
Oh,
I get
man.
Dave a lot. Like people are like, I thought you were a Dave.
Oh,
like,
okay.
No, I'm not Dave. Or Steve.
There is a lot of Dans on. There's Dan Who, Dan Larson, Pixel Dan, yeah. Scruffy Nerd, thank you. Who else? Well, Dan Yoon, or did I already say that?
I laughed really hard at the Steve comment because no lie, I worked at a company and there was a dude that I said hello to every single morning because we were the first two people in that office every day. And for a year and a half, I thought his name was Steve, but it was Jeff.
Oh shit! And you called him Steve the whole time?
I said, someone had made a comment to me and I'm like, yeah, it was just me and Steve this morning. They're like, who? I'm like, and they're like, you mean Jeff? I'm like, yeah.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, Dan Wheeler. Dan Wheeler's cool. I need to get onto his show one of these days. Get him into some beef, right? Right, Dan? Oh shit, I thought you froze.
Oh no, I'm reading the comments, sorry.
Dave Wheeler, what did I say? Oh yeah, someone said Dan.
You said Dan Wheeler.
Oh, my bad. Maybe I don't need to go on the show until I learn his name.
I pulled a robo and froze in place there for a second.
You did. I was all staring at the other screen here. I was like, you okay? Oh yeah, Dan Drone, Prescribed Drone. What's up there, Dan? So besides yourself, who's your favorite Dan? And which Dan do you like the least?
Man, that's a tough one. I don't want to say which one I like the least. My favorite Dan? I don't even know, honestly. They're all pretty cool. Dan Yoon, especially.
Dan Yoon is cool, but not including Dan Yoon. I say, not including Dan Yoon, I'd say, what's his name? Dan Who is my favorite Dan.
Well, the only one that I've actually met is Pixel Dan.
Oh, okay. He seems like a very nice guy.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. I met him in person. So I'll go with Pixel Dan.
Oh, so Dan Who's the worst. I agree with you. Let's see. Beard or no beard? Wade still trying to instigate. Yeah, you already know, soul brother. No, but yeah, since it does become very unappealing when these guys that have been on YouTube for a long time review figures and like the magic isn't there, you know.
Yeah.
And I fear sometimes, like I always think to myself, like, man, I hope I don't get like that, because I like really love toys, and I feel like sometimes it might be like at an unhealthy level, like how much I actually enjoy playing with toys. Like, no shame, I'll sit there and play with toys, whatever.
Dude, I freaking loved when you took the video of you just posing that Spider-Man at Disneyland. Like, I was like pretty jealous of you because, and here's the reason why, is because you were totally friggin' chill at Disneyland, just, you know, going about your day, not in a rush to get from ride to ride to ride to attraction to freaking fast pass time to reservation time in a restaurant. That's me when I go to Disney World.
Oh.
I feel like we're just like freaking on the go. We finish a ride. All right, what's next? All right, let's go here. And it's just like, it's almost stressful when I go to Disney World. It's fun, but stressful. You were just like so freaking chill,
Yeah.
posing as Spider-Man. First of all, those were some ridiculous poses on the one hand.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Those are crazy. How long did it take? Like, was it a balancing act, or did you just get it like on the...
No, I would balance it, and I felt like if it fell within 2 seconds, even if I got a picture, it's kind of cheating. I'd wait at least like 5-6 seconds and then take a picture, just to, like, in case anybody tried to talk some shit or whatever. But no, yeah, I would balance them. The one that was hard was on my watch because I had to keep my arm steady.
Yeah,
that was a cool one.
Just the fact that you guys were doing that was so freaking cool to me, dude.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, dude, there's no shame in my game when it comes to figures. Like, people walk by and laugh. Like, I remember, like, when I was doing the Spider-Man, like, some girls walk by and they're like, oh my god, that's hilarious, but it sounded very, like, condescending, and I was like, fuck, bitch. Nah, I'm just kidding. No, but like, I just laughed in my head. Dude, I have zero shame. I do not care. I'll pull out toys at dinners. I'll go to work dinners, pull out toys. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. No, I mean,
like you have an annual pass at Disneyland or something?
Well, I used to before the shutdown, so they don't have annual passes anymore.
Oh, they don't?
Nah. So, but it's kind of interesting because, like, if you had an annual pass before, you have this thing called a legacy pass, and like, we were paying off our annual passes, so they stopped billing us, but they still let us keep the legacy passes, which gives us 20% discount. So, like,
oh, nice.
Yeah, so when we were there this past weekend, we were getting discounts on everything without having to pay into the pass. But I think that ends in a week or so. But whatever, I got a bunch of figure arts for a discount. So
nice.
Oh yeah. Natalie, my wife, says the lady with the baby next to us was loving watching. Yeah, and that was cool too because what was she doing? I was looking at her baby because her baby had her baby had dark skin but like really bright green eyes, and I was like, oh, look at this baby, you know, this cool looking baby, like a little alien magical baby. Now babies like dark skin and like bright colored eyes, it looks awesome.
Yeah.
So, you know, the baby caught my eye, and like me and my wife, we'll go to Disneyland and we'll sit on a bench for hours. We don't care.
That's so cool, dude.
Yeah. So that was one of those times, and that lady was sitting on the bench for hours too because she was holding, it was her granddaughter, I think. So she was waiting for her daughter to come back with the baby. And even when they came back, they still sat there. But after like an hour of us sitting there, I started balancing Spider-Man, and I'd be balancing it, and then my wife would be trying to take a picture while I was balancing it. And then it would fall over, and the lady with the baby would be like, oh, damn, you guys almost had it. You almost had it. And, like, I go try to do it again. She's like, oh, damn, almost. We're like, shit. But, nah, it was cool.
Are you guys more like, so you just like the atmosphere there?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you said you could sit on a bench for a couple hours. I mean, it's like... You just like appreciate being there as opposed to trying to hit everything there within a certain period of time. You just like being there.
Yeah, hell yeah. I don't care if we don't go on any rides. I don't care about the rides. Like,
that's cool, man.
Yeah, I'll just hang out. I'll fall asleep on a bench, wake up a couple hours later, all kinds of cool shit. Dude, there's nothing nicer than going to Disneyland in winter, falling asleep on a bench, and waking up in Disneyland in the winter.
How cold does it get there during the winter?
Not very cold. Like, I don't.
60s?
Yeah, like not very cold.
Okay.
Oh, hopefully I didn't sound disrespectful with the alien baby thing. I didn't mean it in a bad way. I'm just saying, like, it looks interesting.
No, dude. People with like dark complexions, dark skin with like bright blue eyes.
Yeah.
It's very striking.
Yeah, because my wife is kind of like that. I mean, she doesn't have dark skin, but it's darker, and she
Hmm.
has like bright green eyes, and it stands out. So
Yeah.
it's cool. Jay's Fig says people pass on or pass by. Oh, there's that hobo Wade again. Usually I have my wife with me, so I don't look like a hobo.
Just have like a little tip jar there.
Oh no.
People give you money.
Hey, I want to shout out Jay's Figs because I always shout him out, but special shout out to him because like I never really cared about balancing figures. Like it wasn't like an aspect to collecting that caught my attention ever. Like when I saw people do it, like Jay Hernandez is really good at balancing figures.
Yeah.
I see him do it, I'm like, oh yeah, cool, you know. And other people, I think Payson balances figures. A lot of people do a great job, but it never really like made me go, damn, I want to do that until I saw Jay's Figs. I don't know if you follow him on Instagram, Cincy, but he's got a great Instagram and he balances shit where I'm like, this is fucking fake. This has to be fake. I never say anything just because I don't want to hate on him or whatever. But then, like, he did one where I was like, this has to be fake. And then, like, a little bit later, I think he got the sense that people thought it was fake. He posted a fucking video that he took of it, of the shit balancing how he took the picture, and then it falling over, and him kind of circling, like, nah, it ain't fake. I'm like, motherfucker's a magician, because that shit was pretty good. Yeah.
I can't even get figures to stand on their freaking feet sometimes without falling over. And people are like balancing stuff on their fingertips.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, hashtag balanced plastic breakfast club. It's a long-ass hashtag, man. Soul Brother says, Jay's Figs is a cheater. He flat out uses magic. Natalie says, we go on like 4 rides a day and then shop, sit, wander the rest of the day. Yeah. But your kids, Cincy, are a little bit older, right?
Yeah, they're 8 and 11.
So, yeah, I mean, well, my daughter's 8, but yeah, the 11-year-old, I'm sure, wants to hit the ride. She's like, fuck this sitting shit, right?
Yeah, like when we went to Disney, it was like 3 or 4 years ago, and they went on all like the kiddie rides and they met the princesses. It's a totally different game now. We went to Six Flags over here in Arlington, Texas, and they were riding roller coasters and they freaking loved it. So like that's our thing now is when we're gonna go to an amusement park, we're gonna ride some freaking roller coasters.
Oh, nice.
So it's gonna be that, you know, run to the ride, wait for 45 minutes, be on it for 30 seconds, run to the next ride, wait for 45 minutes. So
Yeah.
it's just kind of, it's not stressful. It's just, it's busy, you know?
Yeah, no, vacation is that's a good way to put it. It's busy, and you know, you think vacation when you're at work all the time and you're like, I'm going on vacation, it's going to be relaxing. Like you come back from vacation more exhausted than you were before you went, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Like me, I like riding rides, but I just want to walk around the freaking place and just like look at stuff, you know? I want to stop at a place and just get like a funnel cake and sit there and take my freaking time to eat it.
Yeah.
So,
No, that's definitely a big thing for us. We love doing that. Do they have Rise of the Resistance over there in Disney World?
they do. Yeah.
Dude, you gotta hit that shit. Like, I don't know how easy it is for you to get over there, or you're in Texas. Yeah, you're far, but hey, Rise of the Resistance is fucking crazy, man.
It's on my list. I want to do that and I want to build a lightsaber.
Oh, nice, nice, nice.
Yeah.
See, even before I was into, or before, like, I like Star Wars now. I think I could comfortably say that I'm into Star Wars. But before I was into Star Wars, I always had, like, an appreciation for it. It kind of reminded me of Christmas time because of Disneyland. Because at Disneyland, there's a whole Star Wars area. And Disneyland reminds me of Christmas no matter what time of the year you go. It just feels like Christmas. But Star Wars was kind of tied into that a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
They feel like Christmas movies almost.
They do kind of. They're like special occasions.
Yeah, yeah, maybe that's a better way to put it. Life Day, motherfucker.
So, not to change the subject, but as far as reveals the last couple days, is there anything that got your attention?
Yeah, lots of stuff. Lots of really good stuff that got my attention. Let me get the window queued up here. But yeah, I have some things that I saved that I wanted to talk about. What was a couple of big standouts for you?
Mezco's, the G.I. Joe Firefly. They continue with every release. They've done They've shown Destro, they've shown Roadblock, now Firefly. Obviously, they're going for like a vintage look and feel with soft goods, and that's right up my alley. So the Firefly is a definite purchase for me. Something I never thought I would see is a 112 Collective Dick Tracy figure.
Hmm.
And I was a huge fan of the Warren Beatty movie back in the, I think it was early 90s, 1990, I think. So I'm actually really excited for that Dick Tracy and flat top figure. And then Spider-Man 2099 looked pretty cool too. But those were the first standouts for me. Obviously, Storm has some stuff that really interests me with the Mortal Kombat stuff. And Golden Axe, actually. I actually spent $270 on Bluefin's site today.
Oh, shit.
Unexpectedly.
Damn.
Yeah.
Here, let's backtrack to Mezco real quick. It took me a minute to get it on the screen here. But, yeah, I think Firefly looks really good. I like the darker look as opposed to the gray look that the Hasbro one had.
Yeah. I mean, it just looks cool, like the sculpt of the eye and like the scar in the eye. That right there is Firefly. Like the Classified is cool. They really, really modernized them on the Classified.
Really?
That right there just screams original Firefly to me.
Oh shit. Okay, I wasn't aware. So the Classified one isn't as accurate as you would have wanted as a GI Joe guy.
Yeah, it's like a more modernized version. This one just looks like a classic version of the character.
Okay. Yeah, the Firefly figure was one of my favorite Classified so far.
I still like it. It's just it didn't immediately remind me of Firefly.
Okay, interesting. But yeah, the Mezco one does look really, really good. And then the Mezco Spider-Man 2099 looks really good. And it looks like these pictures are by D Amazing. So shout out to D Amazing. But yeah,
I didn't notice that, but yeah, they do look like they're by him.
Yeah, with the diorama in the background, you could kind of tell in the lighting on this one here. But yeah, this is it looks really cool. The only thing I'm kind of nervous about is those arm blades.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they look very similar to the arm blades on Batman Beyond, and like Batman Beyond, I don't feel the need to pick them up and play with it all the time, but this one I will want to play with all the time. So I feel like I'm going to break those damn things. And it's kind of hard to see from this angle. That might be intentional, actually. But the way the blade... Oh, no, never mind. I was going to say the way the blades come through the cloth on the forearm doesn't look very good. But actually, going back to this other picture, it looks like it's a plate on top of the forearm.
Yeah.
So, okay. I think that was a wise way to go. Yeah, I think he looks good. But I just hope I could play with him.
I like how you can, if you look closely at the face, you can see the lips and nose of I forgot his name, Miguel O'Hara. Is that his name?
Yeah.
I just think that that's a really cool feature that you could see like the wrinkle right here in his brow.
Oh yeah.
It's something that you just don't typically see in like a masked figure.
That's true.
Like the facial features kind of poking through.
Yeah. They've kind of done that for a while when it comes to ears. Like Mezco has. Like you always see like characters' ears through their masks. But yeah, good catch. I didn't see that. But definitely looks really good. And then you also mentioned the Dick Tracy stuff.
Yeah.
Do they have that on their website? Or what'd you think?
It was just...
let me find the Dick. Oh, here we go. I am really excited about Dick Tracy. Unless he has the Joker body. If he has the Joker body, I might be out.
I don't know if they'll reuse that thing.
Jay's Fig says, I'm hoping the clothing on Spider-Man is like Iron Fist. Yeah, same here. Iron Fist is holding up really well. What do you think?
Sorry, I don't think it's going to be the Joker body, because if you just look at Dick Tracy, first of all, from that picture, it's kind of hard to tell, but Dick Tracy has like a he's got broad shoulders, and it's almost like boxy looking, especially with the coat that he wears. So I can't really tell from that picture, but it looks like he's got a more broad body, like a broader buck. So I don't think it's going to be the Joker body.
Yeah, but they could achieve that with pads. Like shoulder pads.
Or layers with that clothing. Yeah.
Adam Gonzalez says, no, Wade. Mez says they retired the Joker body. I thought they said that before John Wick, and we still got John Wick. So, I don't know. I could be wrong. Okay, hopefully it's not the Joker body. But I think sometimes, I don't know. I don't believe anybody until the shit comes out. Because they were saying like the Mezco John Wick is like a new body, this and that, whatever. It's the Joker body retooled. But for all intents and purposes, it was still the Joker body. Like it did the same thing.
Yeah.
So I hope it's not like, oh, we're changing it a little bit and it's still pretty much the same thing. I don't
I
think.
like how flat his nose is, though.
Oh, Dick Tracy.
Like it looks like he's been in a couple fights, and his nose is like broken and like flat there. Yeah, he's got a very squared face from his jawline to his nose.
Adam Gonzalez says, "Yup, you're wrong. They said it after the John Wick. Show me where, Adam. Send me a link or something. I was told before John Wick. But send me a link, Adam. You talking shit, motherfucker, Gonzo." Because if you look at okay, so I have Hammerhead on the screen here, and I don't know, man. His elbow looks pretty sharp right there. Like, I feel like he's gonna be the Joker body. I don't know. I hope I'm wrong.
I don't like the mouth on the flat top.
Oh, flat
top or Hammerhead? I think it's flat top.
I don't know.
Right?
Yeah, you're probably right.
I don't like the mouth. It's a little too. I don't like the lips on it, but like they got the eyebrow, the unibrow down, and they got the hair down, and the overall like shape of his face. But I don't like the mouth itself. But otherwise, it's a cool looking figure.
Yeah. Andrew JLA Boy says it looks like the Joker body. I think so too, but we'll see. I hope I'm wrong. Oh, you know what I really hope? I hope that Dick Tracy, I hope they come out with the black and white Mezco site exclusive, and I hope that it comes with a sticker and a t-shirt and a pin, and it costs $170. That's what I hope for.
And a bunch of other shit that you don't want.
Yeah, maybe like a cigarette lighter, like a yellow cigarette. Huh? Yeah, Dakota ring. That's what I hope for.
Yeah, me too. Postcards, maybe.
Yeah, what else does Dick Tracy have? Like a drink coaster?
Maybe like 4 or 5 points of articulation figures.
Yeah, all that stuff. $170. I'm down.
Maybe 200. 200 sounds good.
Yeah, fuck it. 200. Put it out at Christmas time. Okay. Oh, but the other what'd you think about this Mezco, the Roach, the Gomez, what am I blanking on it? Oh, the James Bond inspired Gomez. Did you like it?
I liked it until I saw the price point, and I passed on it.
You don't want those stickers? It's the only way to get them.
I wasn't really feeling the stickers.
Damn, you're not a true fan.
I know.
Yeah, me neither. Even before I saw the price tag, I wasn't that interested. But I was like, it's a Gomez. Those are always fun. I'm sure it'll come with cool accessories. Then once I saw it was $155, and then guaranteed $15 minimum for shipping, and then whatever tax is, it's like, dude, you're almost $200.
Yeah.
What did you think about the Mezco Gotham by Gaslight Joker teaser?
First of all, I didn't even notice that. I didn't even see that one. And because I didn't see that, I didn't know that was Joker. But you can't really tell it's Joker because they're covering the damn mouth.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you, if you're going to show a teaser, would you not just show the mouth? So you at least know that it's a Joker figure coming?
Okay, well, check this out, though. So check out this next page right here. Because this page right here sold me on it. Can you see it?
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
But do you recognize that face?
Where have I seen that before?
Oh, what's the name of it? You know what? I'm blanking on it too. I was about to drop some knowledge on you, and I am blanking.
It kind of looks like Phantom of the Opera.
Okay, you're close. There's that old movie that inspired the Joker. I think it was called The Man Who Laughs.
Uh-huh.
And if you Google that shit looks exactly like it.
Oh, really?
Like 100%. Yeah, so I think that is awesome. That right there, even if this Joker's on the Joker body, I might still buy it because of that head sculpt.
Huh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's super dope. The Man Who Laughs. Yeah, Google The Man Who Laughs.
The Man Who Laughs.
Yeah, and
that was an inspiration for the character, the Joker?
Yes. Two-Face is on the updated Joker body. I don't think that body is going away fully for a while, says Batforce Grumps. Yeah, I think the same thing, Grumps. I think they retooled it a little bit, enough so that they could say that it's not the Joker body anymore, but it's still, for all intents and purposes, the Joker body. And Batforce Grumps says that he's a very dedicated Mezco fan, so he's not like a hater talking shit.
I wonder if they actually made that head sculpt for the Man Who Laughs figure, and they repurposed it for this figure.
Oh, shit. Maybe.
because they made a Nosferatu figure,
Yeah.
and that was an old ass freaking. Wasn't that a silent like horror movie?
Yeah. Old German
Man Who
movie.
Laughs was in 1928, so I don't know if they had sound back then.
No, that's a
I
silent movie.
it was okay, so maybe they were going to do a whole line of like 20s and 30s horror movies, and that was going to be a Man Who Laughs figure, and they're like, well, Nosferatu didn't really sell. Well, they're doing a 2-pack with Nosferatu, aren't they? With Nosferatu and what's his ass, the frickin' skull face dude,
Yeah.
Doctor Nocturnal.
Dr. Noctavius. Yeah, yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe they changed it up. I like it though. It's cool.
Yeah, I'm down for this Joker. I don't care about that Doc Knock 2-pack though.
Right.
Yeah, I don't see it on here. Actually, I saw that one and I was like, I think I'm gonna sell my Doc Knock. And then I came to my Spider Shack to look for it. I have no idea where it's at. So much I cared about it. Oops.
Did you get that Vapor figure?
Yeah, I did. Thanks to my buddy High School Creations, I was able to get my hands on one.
And how do you like it?
It's an awesome figure. It's really, really cool. But see, like those Mezco original property stuff, I think they're great, but I just don't know if I have a place for them in my collection. You know, like I don't think I need them for the price.
Yeah.
It's really cool though. Like if somebody said that's the best figure of the year, I wouldn't argue with them.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really cool, and it comes with so many accessories, and there's all kinds of different possibilities and all kinds of fun stuff you could do with it. Okay, so now on the screen I have the Mafex black suit Spider-Man. Did you see that?
I did, yes. And I'm wondering if he's actually going to be bigger than the Venom figure, the Mafex Venom that already came out.
Oh, that would suck.
Because that's kind of a short figure, you know?
Yeah, yeah, it is. So what I'm curious about with this guy is like, I have a feeling that Hasbro is probably gonna announce a black suit Spider-Man like in the next 2 weeks, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if that happens, how many people will still buy this Mafex? Like, if there's let's say they put Spider-Man on the retro Spider-Man body, would that be enough for you to like avoid this Mafex black suit Spider-Man, or do you need this at all?
I mean, I still bought the Mafex Spider-Man, even though like we've had a bunch of good Marvel Legends Spider-Man with like Pizza Spidey, and the retro Spidey, but I still got the I got the cell shaded one.
Oh, nice. That's a good one.
So yeah, I think there's still a place for Mafex. It's a different kind of figure. It looks different. It's built different. It's got a lot better articulation. So I don't necessarily know if I don't think I need this black suit Spider-Man, but it does look good.
Yeah, it looks really, really good. That figure is gonna be a coffin figure, what I like to call them.
To the grave.
To the grave, baby. Like that's Mafex Peter B. Parker is a coffin figure. That shit is fucking awesome.
Is that your favorite figure this year so far?
It's up there. That and the Nota Studio Toys Logan or James. You familiar with that one?
I don't think so. No.
Oh shit! Give me a minute. Let me grab it. But yeah. Anyways, or I'll grab it in a second. But it's awesome. But I'm down for all black suit Spider-Mans. I'll buy the Marvel Legends one and I'll buy this one. And I love the Mezco one. So I look forward to seeing all three of them together and deciding which one is the coolest one. I'm pretty sure Mafex wins that just because Mafex is awesome. But
yeah,
I think the Legends one is gonna be really good.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, if they retool the Spider-Man body a little bit, give them pinless joints. If they give the retro Spider-Man pinless joints and do the black suit treatment, there's almost no need for the Mafex one at that point.
Yeah, I mean, I got this retro one here, and it's pretty damn perfect. I mean,
yeah,
I don't see how. Besides the fact that I can't stand the red pins, but if you go pinless, you don't have to worry about that. So
yeah, he's fucking awesome. And then like on mine, I switched out the hands and the heads, and it fucking like took it up a bunch of notches. Now I want to play with it all the time. I was gonna take it with me to work the other day.
Which head did you put on? I
put on the McFarlane Spider-Man head from the Raft box set.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, damn, I didn't bring him out here. I was gonna bring it out here, but that's a good. It looks really good. Let's see what other Mafex stuff we have going on. Oh, how's about the Mafex X Factor Cyclops? Are you down for that?
I don't know how the frick I forgot. I didn't see this one either.
Come on,
damn,
Cincy.
That looks badass. I gotta wonder if they're gonna do the whole X Factor team now.
Yeah. Hey, Cincy, give me 1 second. I won't be able to hear you.
Sure.
Hold on.
All right, let's just read. Best reveal, Robo says, was X Factor Cyclops. That looks better than the existing He looks better proportioned. He doesn't look as muscular. I'm looking at my Jim Lee Mafex Cyclops right now. Almost looks a little too bulky. I still love the figure, but this one just looks perfect.
Did they change the proportions a little bit, you think?
It kind of looks like they did. Maybe it's just the way it's posed, but to me it looks like he's more V-shaped.
Right.
Because I don't know what it is about the Jim Lee one. I think his thighs are too big. He just looks a little too bulky, or his lats are too big. I don't know what it is.
Let's see. Robo says this is the best reveal. Yeah, definitely. It's up there for sure. It's really good. But like you were just saying before I jumped away for a second, I think the greatness of this figure is going to hinge upon whether or not they give us more team members.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's dope. It's obviously a dope-ass figure, and it'll look good on the Cyclops shelf if that's what you want. But, like, how awesome would a Beast, Mafex X Factor Beast, red and blue Beast be?
Are you talking about a non-furry Beast?
Yeah, X Factor. Yeah.
That's what I freaking want. Hell yes. Yes.
And
I'm waiting for one of those.
Yeah.
Or like even the Angel, before he became Archangel, he had the white wings and in the X Factor outfit. That would be badass too.
Yeah. S Boogie says, I don't know. I love the Mafex Jim Lee Cyclops. So did I. I know people hated on it, but I thought it was an awesome figure. Final Boss says, I want to see Mafex take on some bigger bucks. What'd Rick Jones say? Rick Jones says, that looks better than Cyclops deserves. Damn, hating on Cyclops? Cyclops is one of the most interesting X-Men characters to me.
I've always been a Cyclops fan. I've been reading comics, or X-Men comics since, Jesus, 86, 87. And I've always been a huge fan of him.
See, when I was a kid, I hated Cyclops.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, this dude's a bitch. But then, like, I started to appreciate him a little bit more when I got older. Like, when he started to become a bad guy because he was so committed to the cause that he, like, became evil. I thought that was badass. What did you think? Did you see this, the Mafex Nightwing?
Yeah, I'm definitely down for that. I'm very, very much into the entire Hush line by Mafex. I did not know that the actual Hush figure had already been solicited, and Robo and Dave filled me in on that one. I was able to get it from Ami Ami, but I got that in the Joker. But I'm down for the whole line at this point. I don't like the Harley Quinn as much, but I'm down for every Hush figure that comes out.
Nice, nice. This one here is gonna make a lot of people happy, I think, because there's not a whole lot of good Nightwing figures out there.
Yeah.
I can only think of one, the DC Icons Nightwing, which is a really nice figure.
But it's out of scale.
Yeah, it's well, like I always thought you could fudge it because he should be a little bit smaller than Batman, right? Or am I wrong?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But there's not any good 6-inch Batman figures. Like, well, the Hush Mafex Batman and the DC Icons Nightwing work good together.
Really?
Yeah. But obviously a Mafex one will work better. But yeah, Mafex killing shit, man. Mafex is the best company out there.
I like them a lot. I had I have less issues with Mafex figures than I used to. I used to have a lot of issues with them, just loose joints and whatnot. Granted, my Superman arrived with a broken leg, but
no,
I still love the figure.
Yeah, I think Mafex makes some of the best figures out there, but like their release schedule is so like inconsistent and sporadic and stuff. Yeah. It's hard to call them the best out there, but you know, they put out some of the best figures for sure.
They're definitely some of the best looking figures. Like, look at that freaking cyborg Superman.
Ridiculous, man.
I mean, that looks like it just steps right out of the comic book.
Oh man, yeah, but it's a trip to me that like Mafex is awesome and everything. I love them. They put out some of the best figures. Blah blah blah. But like Hasbro, in my opinion, is like 80% there in comparison to Mezco. A lot of time. I mean Mafex. A lot of times, and like a fourth of the cost. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm always impressed by what Hasbro could do at the price. You know.
And they keep getting better and better.
Yeah. And I think
like the face printing and whatnot.
I think they'll continue to do so. Did you see this piece of shit right here? No, I don't know if it's a piece of shit.
You don't like him?
It's fine, I guess. I just don't like McFarlane toys that much. But nah, this one's
Oh, I
okay.
thought you meant the character.
I don't know too much about Superboy Prime.
Oh, dude, I freaking love the character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you ever read... Well, you're not really a big comic guy, are you?
That's very offensive, Cincy.
You're not a big DC Comics guy.
Yeah, there you go. That's more accurate.
Yeah. He was, I really liked him in the Sinestro Corps War, which was the Green Lantern storyline. He was freaking awesome in that. And I think that look kind of started there. I think it started in one of the Crises before that, but I just really, really love the anti-Superboy.
Okay. Yeah, no.
He's kind of like just a bad guy.
Oh, okay.
But you can kind of sympathize with him.
His design is cool. I just don't know if I like. I mean, this figure. I was playing around when I was calling this a piece of trash. Like, it looks okay. I don't think I'll. I don't know. I might buy it. He looks cool.
Have you bought any McFarlane figures recently?
The last one I bought was the.
I know you liked the Grodd because I saw your review on that.
That was a good one. Here, we'll come back to these pictures in a little bit here. I liked the Grodd figure, and I was actually thinking about doing a McFarlane top 10 video from a person that doesn't like McFarlane toys. I really, really liked the Warhammer 4000 Necromancer or something, robot skeleton man. That thing is fucking badass. And then, you know, obviously I love this. Well, I modified it a little bit, but I'm really happy with this spawn now that it has a soft goods cape and some added articulation. Check out this torso joint right here. Woo, shit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And then I added thigh swivel. Once I did that, I was like, McFarlane's not so bad. Once you chop shit up and glue things on, it becomes pretty awesome.
Who made that cape?
High School Creations. My homeboy, High School Creations. He didn't make it for Spawn, so I kind of feel like maybe I should have waited and got something a little bit longer. But I love the way it looks. I love the material. I love that he put like a wire in it. So
yeah, it looks good.
I kind of fused it with the collar. I don't know if you guys could see it because of the lack of light, but let's see. It might be hard to see, but I kind of fused it with the collar and then added a little bit of black wash. I like dunked the whole cape in like some black paint or black watered down paint to try to make it look dark and grimy. Then I like highlighted the wires with some black, so it came out cool and it made it all blend in well, and it's awesome.
How did you fuse fabric with the plastic collar?
Well, I glued it, and I put a lot of glue on the collar itself, like the fabric itself. I put a lot of glue on it right where it meets the plastic cape, and if you do that, the fabric cape starts to kind of look plastic, and it kind of just blends in and flows together pretty well.
That's cool.
I'm happy. I'm really happy with this. But I'll be honest, I think even without the cape, this Spawn was definitely one of the best McFarlane figures.
Yeah. You didn't get the Kickstarter one?
Yeah, that shit sucks. Like that one sucks, but I always knew it was going to suck, so I'm not one of those people that was disappointed by it. When I went in, my mentality was, you know what? It's probably going to suck. But if it doesn't, there's no way that I'll be able to buy it for $50. So let me just go ahead and go in on it. And it's on my shelf still. So
okay.
And I know you have it on your shelf. You said it was going to be a constant in your McFarlane setup there.
Yeah, I like the figure. I mean, yeah, it's not very posable, and the cape gets in the way. But I have the little Todd McFarlane autograph on a placard right next to it. So that's going to be the fixture on that shelf for my McFarlane stuff, because I bought a shitload of stuff in the past 2 days on Walmart sale. I don't know if you knew this, but like a lot of their McFarlane figures were half price. So I spent a pretty penny. I bought like 8 McFarlane figures for
Which
half
ones?
price.
What'd you buy?
I bought the Blue Spawn for like $13. I bought Flash from Justice League, Cyborg from Justice League for $12. I bought the John Stewart figure, which looks pretty cool, for $11. I got Bizarro for $11. I got
Ooh.
Grodd for $10.
Sweet.
And then I got Mandarin Spawn for $7.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Um, from Walmart this week, I pre-ordered the Endgame Captain America. That was cool.
Okay. Yeah.
It charged me right away, though. I don't know what's up with that, because I don't think it's shipping right away. Jace Fig says, Cincy is a baller, though. Yeah, he's a baller because he stays on those sales, motherfucker.
Because I'm a cheapskate.
A penny saved is a penny earned.
I did pay full price, though, for the unmasked gold label Jason Todd. The Red Hood.
Which gold label one?
It's on Walmart right now. Yeah, it's the one where he doesn't have the Red Hood mask. It's just his hair, and I think he has the mask on his eyes.
Final Boss in the chat said that McFarlane makes pretty good stuff outside of DC. Yeah, I think I agree with you, Final Boss. I think he does do some pretty good stuff outside of DC. I think he's killing it with the Warhammer stuff. That's for sure.
I love the Warhammer stuff because I used to collect those little miniatures when I was a teenager.
Damn, that's cool.
Yeah.
I think I heard you saying on your live somewhere that you used to paint and everything, huh?
I used to. I mean, I'm not a good painter. I mean, they freaking sucked. But I would, yeah, I wouldn't. I'm not a good painter at all. But I just liked the fact that I was able to paint something that was just like gray and it had a little bit of color at the end, and it was mine, and I chose the colors for it. So even though it sucked, I still did it. So I was like, kind of happy with it.
Okay, yeah, cool, hell yeah. Let's see. There was a couple of other cool reveals. Let me bring this. Oh,
did you do any Storm collectibles?
I've actually, there's not too much else to show, but I've tried to stay away from Storm collectibles because I know that they're awesome. But I don't want to I don't want to buy, like, a problem with me is, like, you know, I know nothing about Masters of the Universe. I buy fucking one damn figure, and next thing you know, I want to become an expert and buy all the toys, buy the old toys, buy everything. You know, I love it. I don't want to get like that with like Mortal Kombat or Golden Axe or whatever, because it's like, I know if I buy that Golden Axe dude with no shirt and a dragon, I'm gonna be like, I need all these damn things.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to avoid it. And I bought the Storm Collectibles Lobo and Mike Tyson, and I like those, but they weren't enough to like push me down the rabbit hole.
Okay.
What'd you buy from Storm that you're excited about?
So there's a hidden super boss in the game Golden Axe on Sega. Once you beat the main boss, Death Adder, you continue on into another level, and there's a final boss named Deathbringer, which he's green and purple. I always loved the color scheme. Well, Bluefin is doing an exclusive, and they had it for pre-sale for this Deathbringer figure. And I didn't have any of the Golden Axe figures. I was going to pass on it because I missed out on the first dude that came out, Axe Battler, and he came with that big-ass dragon.
Yeah.
So I figured if I'm going to miss out on that one, I'm just going to skip the whole damn wave. Well, I saw this Deathbringer. I saw it was an exclusive. I'm like, I'm just going to get it. So I went to Bluefin, and I also thought that I missed out on the Death Adder, which was the red boss. But they had that in stock.
Oh, shit.
So I bought Deathbringer, and then I bought Death Adder, then I went and pre-ordered the freaking chicken leg and what's his ass, the little elf dude, and then I pre-ordered the half-naked chick and the dragon.
So like $1,000 later.
Yeah. So now the first dude that came out, which is sold out everywhere, is like the one that I need to find, but I don't want to pay $350 for it, which is what it's selling for on the secondary.
Oh man.
That's how I get tied into this stuff. I see an exclusive, I have the opportunity to buy it. I'm like, I'm not going to buy anything, and then I have the opportunity to buy it. I buy one, and I'm like, I'm just going to get them all. And then that's how I go down these freaking black holes.
Yeah, see, that's what I wanted to avoid with Storm Collectibles. That's why I know they're awesome. I'm sure they're the greatest things ever, but I got to stay away, otherwise I'll become a Mortal Kombat expert all of a sudden.
Yeah.
There was another cool one, but now I can't find it. I think I'm gonna have to go. I'm sure. Let me shout out to Dallas James. I'm gonna go to Dallas James' page because I know he posts a lot of stuff. Did you see the Mafex Iron Man?
Mafex Iron Man.
The Mafex Classic Iron Man?
No.
Okay, let me see.
When did that get revealed?
A couple days ago. Let me try to find it. Oh yeah, here we go. Same day as Spider-Man. Okay, give me a second. I'll bring it on screen here. It looks really good, but again, it's kind of falls into like a funny spot because I feel like Hasbro just came out with the really good Marvel Legends version of this, and this one might not be 100% necessary. It looks awesome. I'm sure it's going to be better.
Okay. So maybe that's why I skipped it, is because it looks like the damn Marvel Legends one.
Yeah. And
I
you
thought maybe it was just a repicture.
Oh, you thought it was the Marvel Legends one?
Yeah, I mean, it looks identical to the Marvel Legends one. The one that just came out with the AI Tony with the freaking hologram head.
Yeah.
I mean, does it look any different to you?
No. Only thing that's different, it's going to have a little bit more articulation, right? Like,
yeah. See, that's what we're getting back to, is Marvel Legends are a quarter of the price, and they're... I mean, I literally thought that was the Marvel Legends.
yeah, that's pretty impressive. Yeah. That's really good. That I don't know, but again, I'll buy it because I'm a sucker. But like, I would advise most people just pick up the Marvel Legends one. That shit, like, even right now it's on sale. Like, you could go to your Target right now and find that Marvel Legends Iron Man for like $11 or something.
Oh yeah,
ridiculous. So like, again, shout out to Hasbro for killing it. But like, you know, Mafex is like, again, I think Mafex is putting out like the best stuff. But Hasbro is like second place, but then like a third of the cost. Or a fourth of the cost, like $20 versus like $100 or whatever.
I mean, by showing this, I mean, they're pretty much guaranteed to do a classic Captain America and classic Thor.
Oh man, classic Thor.
See, I would go for the classic Cap because I think the best Cap that's been done is the 80th. It was the 80th anniversary Legends.
Yes.
And I don't know. I think Mafex could probably outdo that figure.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. All right. Probably. But like, so I always get like worked up talking about Captain America 80th anniversary because like I don't know if you were here. You probably didn't see it, but one time I was doing it live. I was like up here talking about Mafex Captain America and and 80th anniversary Captain America, and Dan Yoon pops up and he goes, "Oh, what if we made a better one?" And then just fucking disappears. Like he throws that in there and just fucking disappears. And I'm like, motherfucker, like, are you gonna clarify? I think I even messaged him after, like, hey, don't play with me, man. And he's like, I think he just did like I don't know, like an emoji. I don't even know. But, okay, I don't know, man. Like, so.
Wait, so like better than the 80th?
I was talking about the 80th, and Dan Yoon's like, what if we do a better one? That's what he said.
Wow.
But you're right. But, dude, okay, so it would be amazing if Mafex revealed. I'm buying them all. Whatever. I'm buying all the caps. But like, if Mafex revealed to Captain America, right, and the shit looked amazing, and then Hasbro came out and revealed their updated classic Captain America, and it looked just as good, I'd be like so happy for Hasbro because I love the 80th anniversary. And in my opinion, there's very few things that need to happen to make it perfect. And once, like, if it had pinless joints and if you had a diaphragm cut right at where the chainmail ends, if you had a diaphragm cut there and the ab crunch along the lines, like, all his articulation would be completely hidden in the torso. You know what I mean? Because the ab crunch would be with the stripes in his suit.
Yeah.
And then the diaphragm cut would be right under the chainmail. So
I think that they could do unmasked head sculpt. A really good Steve Rogers head sculpt with it, and then lighter colors, because that 80th is really, really dark, and the darker Captain America uniform is more so with like the more current run.
Yeah.
Like classic Cap, real light blue. So if they did a light blue chainmail, unmasked as a secondary option, holy shit! And then fix the articulation like you said.
Yeah.
That's a perfect Cap.
And pinless joints. So if they did. If they did all that, like, what could Mafex do to top it? Like, it would already be perfect. Like, Mafex could do another perfect one, sure, but it'll cost you $90 versus Hasbro's perfect one that'll cost you $20.
Yeah.
And you could put it in your pocket and go to Disneyland and shit.
Take pictures.
Yeah. But I think I kind of I don't know, like Dan Yoon, fucking Dan Yoon. If you're still listening, Dan, like that's fucked up for you to say that because like he, see, like here's the thing too, like if they just release a repainted lighter blue version of 80th Captain America, that'd be cool. I'd buy it for sure. But I don't think he would have said that in the chat if that was the case.
Yeah.
Don't get me
What
all
line would they do it under though?
like what? Oh, I don't.
Would it be a retro figure?
Oh, yeah, maybe. Or they could do a whole Captain America wave. They should do a wave of all Captain Americas.
That would be cool.
I'd be down for that.
I mean, they do enough Iron Man figures. There's entire waves of Iron Man and Iron Man villains.
Yeah.
And Cap stuff.
Yeah, like they could give us a new comic book US agent. They just gave us a new Red Skull. They could give us a Baron Zemo. They could give us a helmet Zemo.
They could do Red Skull's daughter.
Sin, yeah. That'd be dope. Maybe an updated Winter. Oh no, an updated Bucky. Ooh, shit.
Oh yeah.
What was that girl's name that Captain America fell in love with or something? I think it was Diamondback, and she was a robot or some shit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Throw Diamondback in there. Oh man, I'd be so down for a full Cap wave.
What was his name? Was it John Walker?
That was U.S. Agent.
No, that's U.S. Agent. What was the name of the guy that was the? Did you watch Falcon and Winter Soldier?
Yeah.
The guy that was the Captain America, like while Cap was frozen in like the 50s and 60s. I forgot his name. Isaiah.
Oh, Isaiah Bradley.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Okay. I thought you were talking about what's his name? American Eagle or whatever that old character's name, where like Captain America died, but they still wanted to publish Captain America comics, so they used this character. I think his name was American Eagle or Patriot or something. That's what I thought you were talking. I was like, damn, you're going fucking deep. But
yeah.
No, Isaiah Bradley. I'd be so down for an Isaiah Bradley comic book version, or even Patriot, his grandson.
Yeah, yeah. Someone in the chat said classic Falcon because we didn't. The last classic Falcon we got was Toy Biz. We got that new Falcon, but that's a modern version.
Yeah.
Feathered Falcon, hell yes.
Oh shit, Android Human Torch. I'd be down for that. I'd be down for an Invaders wave. Like throw a Blazing Skull in there, or like Whistler or whatever. Like I would love those old crazy characters. Man, Captain America's the great. Who's your favorite Marvel hero, Cincy?
I've always said Wolverine. Probably Iron Man, honestly. After the MCU, like it was never Iron Man during the comic books. It was always like an X-Men character, but now with the MCU, it's got to be Iron Man. Is Cap yours?
Yeah, Captain America is definitely my favorite. Or I mean, one of my favorites. I also really love Nightcrawler, Gambit, and Black Bolt. Those are like my favorites.
Black Bolt.
Oh yeah, baby. I love Black Bolt.
Not a lot of people say that he's one of their favorites.
They're fucking tripping. They're haters. Black Bolt fuck up their favorite heroes. That's for sure.
Like, why do you like Black Bolt? Like, what was your exposure to Black Bolt that really made you like him?
I think the first time I was kind of like exposed to Black Bolt was on the Fantastic Four cartoon in the 90s.
Oh, okay.
I thought he was really cool in there, but then when I got older, I really loved the Paul Jenkins run of Inhumans. It was like a Marvel Knights, Paul Jenkins and Jay Lee. That was really good, and I loved him in War of the Kings.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
What else was he good in? Well, at that point, I started to kind of like research him a little bit more, and like if you go read like Black Bolt's feats or whatever, dude, he's fucking crazy. He's knocked out the Hulk. He whispered in Gladiator's ear and made him fucking scream in pain. He's fucking ripped holes in the galaxy. There was one point where Black Bolt called Galactus and he came. Like that's some hey, that's some shit. Like who else has done that? He said, "Yo," and Galactus came. And then the one time where he ripped a hole in the universe, or like the universe or I forget, like the universe's wall or something, he like screamed and busted a hole in it. Or I don't know, man. He's just fucking dope.
I hope we get a good treatment of Black Bolt and the Inhumans in the MCU because that TV show was just pure shit. Sorry if anyone liked it.
No, it was. Andy Davis says when Thanos smashed Black Bolt. Nah, fuck that. Yeah, no, they were because. Check this out. Like when it came to Inhumans, when Marvel didn't have the X-Men or whatever, they tried to replace X-Men with Inhumans, right? And then Disney bought X-Men, and then they fucking shitted all over the Inhumans. They like killed Lockjaw. They let Thanos fucking bitch ass beat Black Bolt, like embarrass him. It's like, why is that necessary? You know what I mean? Like, it felt like they were intentionally trying to shit on him. And plus, he's a Jack Kirby creation. The Inhumans are Jack Kirby creations, so that's like another thing. You gotta respect them.
Yeah.
Final boss. Everybody shut the fuck up, all right?
Dazzler beat Black Bolt. Dazzler, Blake Quammen said.
You guys are...
When did Dazzler beat Black Bolt? And how does Dazzler beat Black Bolt?
You know where they... I don't remember Dazzler beating Black Bolt. There's probably some bullshit. Yeah, and Black Panther choked out Silver Surfer or some shit. Who cares? Fuck that. And, and didn't Squirrel Girl beat Thanos, final boss?
I think she did, actually.
Yeah, so take that. Anyways, Black Bolt.
Do you have that Mezco Black Bolt?
Oh, yeah, I love it.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's the one that comes with the lockjaw, right?
Yeah. Awesome stuff. There's my offspring. I'm in here screaming about Black Bolt and calling characters the B word, and my child pops in, hi.
So Blake said that, I forgot about this miniseries back in the 80s, Avengers versus X-Men, Dazzler converts sound into light. So she converted his screaming power into light blasts.
But his screaming power isn't sound. His screaming power disrupts the protons or something in the air. It disrupts them.
Hmm.
No, but like Black Bolt, it's a huge like wasted potential with Black Bolt because like, there's so much. I mean, it's similar to Snake Eyes, right? Like there's so many unique things you could do with a character that doesn't speak, and I think that they kind of maximize that in the Jay Lee or the Paul Jenkins run because like he did a lot of weird stuff and you couldn't understand why, and he wouldn't let you understand, and the characters wouldn't understand, and he had no dialogue. For the longest time they would never give Black Bolt internal dialogue. He wouldn't speak, but then Marvel tried to make it to where like, let's go into their mindscape and let Black Bolt talk. It's like, no, that totally ruined it. But that's like, I don't know. He had so much potential, man. They could have made a cool movie. Like there was a point in time where Vin Diesel was talking about being Black Bolt. I think that would have been dope.
I think you got me interested in looking up that Paul Jenkins run because when you said that, like he couldn't speak and he was doing stuff and the reader knew as much as the other characters you're reading about, I really friggin' like that. I like that you're on the same page as the characters in the book.
It's really cool because like in most cases Medusa is the voice of Black Bolt. Like, she is always on the same page as him. But in that book, she wasn't. Like, she couldn't understand what he was doing. And he wouldn't let her know. Like, they have a form of communication between them. But he wouldn't let her know. He would just stay locked in his chambers. And they'd be like, what? He's the king. He needs to help us do this. And he just kind of, like, peek through the window and, like, close the door. And they would look to her. And she'd be like, I don't know what to do. You know? And you're, like, confused the whole time. I like that kind of stuff.
That's really cool, actually.
Andy Davis says, my girlfriend thinks all men should be like Black Bolt, silent. Blake with the $5 super chat says, Black Bolt is awesome. I'm just jaded because they tried to replace X-Men with Inhumans. Black Bolt is very interesting character, though.
That was all politics, though. That was all because they didn't have the damn rights to the X-Men, and they were playing hardball.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, I think it was always dumb to try to do that with Inhumans. I get it though, like they wanted something that could be interpreted as mutants, so I get it.
Yeah.
But once that became like a thing that they didn't have to do anymore, they didn't have to destroy the Inhumans because of it.
Right.
They could have just stopped writing them, but they made like Death of the Inhumans. They fucking killed Black. Like, how are you gonna kill Lockjaw?
Right.
There was a point in time where they killed Lockjaw, and it's like, it's sad. There was a point where like Black Bolt was like kneeling next to Lockjaw's dead body, and it's like, dude, this is like so over the top. Like, what did they do to you?
Yeah. They've all come back though, haven't they?
Probably, I don't know. I don't follow modern stuff because
Okay.
who knows what's going on. But those images still exist, Cincy. So
In your head, they still exist.
in my heart. You know what else was a pretty cool Black Bolt story? It kinda involved everybody, but Black Bolt was heavily involved. Was the Earth X? Did you ever read Earth X?
I didn't. No.
Oh. Yeah, I like that story a lot too. And Black Bolt looked really cool in there.
I was gonna say, I thought you were gonna say the Jonathan Hickman run, but that's more modern. The Jonathan Hickman run is a lot. It's kind of heavily inspires the MCU's Infinity War, with like Thanos's, is it the Black Circle? His guys.
Oh, right.
Yeah. But like the Hickman run of Avengers, it started with the Illuminati, which is like, you know who's in that, right?
Yeah. When the incursions, I followed some of that up until a point.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was when they meet Ex Nihilo and all that.
Yeah, it's a very, very long run. It's a slow burn, but there's a big payoff in it. He had this whole friggin' arc, this whole run planned. So, like, you'll read through issues and you're like, what the frick am I reading here? This didn't accomplish anything. But, like, eventually, it makes just a giant story.
Oh, okay. And does that end in Secret Wars?
Yeah, I think it did. I think that was the culmination in Secret Wars.
See, I was trying to read Secret Wars the other day, and I couldn't get into it, man. I was like, I don't know. Like, this just kind of feels like somebody playing with a bunch of different toys, and it's kind of, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's taking characters from everywhere. Like, to me, it doesn't seem like if Ultimate Nick Fury was coming over from a different dimension, along with Ultimate Hawkeye and all these characters. I don't feel like 616 Hawkeye and Nick Fury would automatically be inclined to attack them, you know?
Mm.
And that's what it felt like in this book. It's like, oh, wouldn't they help each other? Like, I feel like they would help each other to figure out a situation, but it's just like Iron Man versus Iron Man. Which one's gonna live? That'll be the one that the book's published from now on. And it's like, okay.
Yeah. I think the only Ultimate character that survived, besides Miles, was like the Maker. You know, the evil Reed Richards.
Yeah.
I think there was maybe a couple other Ultimate characters that survived, but for the most part, they just killed them all off.
Yeah, see, I really dislike books that feel like they're there for any other reason other than to tell a cool story. Like, that book felt like it was there to thin out what they had. Like,
yeah.
And I don't like that. Right away, that's like unappealing to me.
Logan's son survived.
Who was Logan's son?
I mean, Dakin is one of his sons, but I don't think that's who Doom Days is referring to. I don't think was Dakin in the Ultimate. Oh no, I know who he was talking about. The younger James Howlett.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's who he's talking about.
Beanie 2099 says Hickman really expanded on the Inhumans with the Lost Tribes and Black Bolt's 5 wives. Marvel just kind of threw that away. Yeah, I was reading that when that was happening, and I did think that was cool, but then it just kind of didn't go anywhere. That was part of the Fantastic Four run, though, right? Or what book did that happen in?
I don't remember.
Jonathan Hickman's dope, though. He's a good writer.
He's a very good writer if you have patience.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're looking for like a quick story with a quick payoff, he's not the writer to read.
Well, even just in one single book, if you read of his, you have to have patience, because there'd be like full pages of just fucking words, and you're like, you know, I would read a book if this is what I wanted, but
yeah, it seems like he would be a good novelist because he goes into just extreme detail.
Yeah.
Like, the dude must be like genius level IQ because he just has so much shit that he wants to dump into his story to help you understand and like get your mind in the place that his is in.
Yeah. He's dope though. Hey, here's that Wolverine I was telling you about. I don't know.
Wow. Who makes that?
It's a like independent company. It's called Nada Toys.
Holy crap.
It's ridiculous.
Articulation is good on that?
Yeah, it's insane. There's the
Oh my
ab crunch.
God.
That's no hips right there. That's all ab crunch.
How did the claw hand look?
They're like actual metal. I don't have them here, but the claws are metal.
Wow.
It's ridiculous. And it comes with like there's a battle damage version that's like all bloody, and then there's a standard version here. But yeah, he's ridiculous. This is up there with Peter B for like figure of the year for me. Yeah.
What was retail on that?
I think if you were able to pre-order it, you could get it for like $100. But once it came out, it shot up really quick. So I think I paid $120 for each of them or something. I don't regret
probably
it.
up there right now, right?
Yeah. If you Google it, it's probably way up there. But I paid a little bit over retail. I don't regret it one bit. But I will tell you, the first one that I bought, I opened it, twisted his arm. That shit just fucking broke. Like, yeah, like zero effort. It just snapped, and I was like I didn't even know how to feel. I just like threw it back in the box and like went on with my day.
So did you get a replacement?
Yeah, I actually contacted the people who sold it to me, and they're like, "We'll try to get you a replacement. You know, we'll do our best for you." I was like, "All right," and then I was talking to Sergeant Bananas, and he was like, "The same thing happened to me." But it was the opposite arm, so I'll send you mine, and you could just fix yours. I was like, oh, shit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so he said, I don't even think he charged me. I think he maybe charged me for the shipping or something. So that was really nice of him. But he got a replacement, so that's why he had the extra body laying around.
Okay, that's cool.
And shout out to, I think it was called HK Toy Shop, because shout out to them. They did come back around and say, hey, we got a replacement part. It took like 2 months, but they came back around. I didn't have to bug them or anything. And
nice.
Yeah. I think I have a review for the bloody one if you feel like watching it, Cincy. But yeah, it's a dope figure.
Which one do you like more?
I don't know. I guess if I could only have one, I'd probably stick with the bloody one. But I love them both. I don't know. It's hard to decide. They're really, really dope. I mean, the bloody one is exactly like this, but just blood. There's blood on it. It looks cool.
Is it blood on the soft goods or on the actual figure itself?
On the soft goods and then on the face.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, and he does have some sculpted scratches and stuff like that.
Nice.
I took some pictures of him in a diorama that High School Creations made for me.
Yeah.
And his dioramas have a very realistic style. Some of the pictures look like fucking real life. Like that's how crazy like this figure is.
If I could find one, I'm interested in that, but hopefully they reissue it or something.
Yeah. Yeah, they also made a Captain America based on the Winter Soldier, like when he just had the blue jacket.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and
I
missed
on pre-order?
Huh?
Is that up for pre-order?
No, that was like the first figure they made, and I missed out on that one. So,
oh, okay.
And now I can't find it for like an affordable price.
Do they have anything currently up?
They have Logan in the limo driver suit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that looks good. And they also have like they're gonna sell the blank bodies that they use for these figures, and they're dope. They got some crazy articulation. And I forget what they're calling them, but they're basically naked bodies with square heads. They look fucking weird.
Huh.
But they're cool. Oh yeah, they're called Not a Man.
Where do you buy them through?
I don't know where you could pre-order them from, but I got mine from HK Toy Shop.
Okay.
And I think they're just the guy who sells them, but he's I think he might just be like an independent shop overseas, but he's hella cool.
I gotta find that Logan. I just got the Marvel Legends 2-pack with the suited Logan and Xavier in the wheelchair. From Logan movie.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, but I would much rather prefer soft goods, so if I can pre-order that sucker.
And the soft goods on this thing are ridiculous too, man.
They're well made.
Yeah.
They don't feel cheap.
No. His clothes are nicer than all my clothes, any clothes that I own.
Oh, there we go. $135.
Oh shit, there you go. I mean, well, that's expensive, but
yeah, this is through a reseller.
Batforce Grumps in the chat says GPS Slot has them. Yeah, sometimes he sells them. But GPS lot, they some fucking hoes because like they always put their shit for auction. It's a store, but then they auction their shit off. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Oh, they do have a Winter Soldier on the way up for pre-order.
Which one?
From the actual Winter Soldier. So like when he's all tactical decked out and stuff.
Oh, okay.
The J Factor says it looks like the Noda Toys is doing a 2.0 version of Steve Rogers.
Sweet.
So Cincy, how much longer you want to stay on? Like a half hour or so?
Yeah, I'll be good for another 30 minutes or so.
Okay, and then we'll call it a night. Anything else that caught your eye this week that you're excited about?
Oh man, I know you don't do 1/6, but Mondo is doing a Skeletor. They're doing a bunch of Motu figures, but they're doing a Skeletor from Revelations, and it looks freaking fantastic.
Did I think I saw something right before we got live? But isn't Mattel doing a 1/6 something
For Revelations? I don't think so.
Final Boss? Can you fill us in? Like I thought Final Boss posted something today about it. He'll let us know in a second. I thought Mattel. I could have sworn Mattel was doing a 1/6 Skeletor. So, I have a plan for tomorrow. I'm gonna see if my wife is gonna be down, but I'm gonna try to hit like hella WalMarts and just show how shitty WalMarts are in the Bay Area. The title of the video is gonna be like, "I went to 7 WalMarts and I didn't find shit," kind of thing, you know. And I like that's my attitude going out, and I'm 100% like confident that that's gonna be the case, you know. Like I'm not gonna find shit.
Are you just looking for the Motu Revelations figures?
Well, and the Build-A-Bear wave, the Marvel Legends Ursa Major.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that was hitting already.
Inhaled Farts, he's not in the chat tonight, but he found it in I think Georgia.
Okay.
At Walmart, so.
I know Pulse has them. I got that modular Iron Man, and it shipped.
Ooh, that one's dope. Oh yeah, on your live, your live chat pressured you into it.
Dude, my live chat pressured me in a lot of stuff. Like, spoiler alert, I got this one too.
Oh shit.
That one, and then this one. Like 2 people mentioned it. I'm like, I'll give it a shot. And I got this guy, the Dark Side.
Boo.
I know you hate those, but
what do you like it?
It looks cool as shit. Like in the box, it looks really cool.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm gonna like it when I take it out, but
it's kind of cool how they have them posed in a pose that like you might want to keep him in, you know.
Like where it doesn't show off the giant gap under his chest.
Yeah, I guess. Rick Jones says, "Don't bother going to Melpitas Walmart." Yeah, I stopped there today. It's the worst. Well, it's not the worst, but it sucks. You know what? You know what I hate about Walmart? This is what I hate about Walmart, okay? Like, Walmart sucks. I know this. I know that Walmart sucks. I know that Melpitas one that this guy mentioned sucks. I still fucking stop there like an idiot. Or like a fucking, like an addict. Like a drug addict. Or like a fucking, like a stupid person. I stop there and I go, why did I stop here? Like, this is, like, the way it looked last month, the month before, last year. It's always gonna look like this. I just need to stop stopping.
Because you think there's always a chance.
It never happens, though. It never, ever, ever pays off. For certain Walmarts. Like, the Walmart closest to me, it usually sucks. But every now and then, it pays off. So when I go in there, I don't feel as bad. Because I go, you know what? Every now and then I find something here. One of these days, I'm going to find something else. It'll be cool. But, like, 70% of Walmarts, they always suck. And I'm always like, what am I doing with my life? You know, coming into this Walmart.
You can't go on the weekend. I feel like they stock the shelves during the week.
No, I usually go during the week because I always go like at my lunchtime or on the way home. Because where I live like in the country. There's no Walmarts here. I mean, there's one like 20 minutes away. That one I go to on the weekends. But the ones like in the city and closer to the Bay Area, like the proper Bay Area, those are like, they're too far. So I don't go on the weekdays. But I don't go on the weekends. But on the weekdays, I'm closer to them. So I never find anything there, Cincy. Weekday, weekend, never. Hey, Billy Moon, peace out, man. Have a good weekend. Oh, Billy Moon says the title of the video, Walmart is trash.
Andy Davis said it'll be different this time. He's changed. The unhealthy relationship with you and Walmart.
Yeah. Andy Davis, that's fucked up, man. Because last time when you went to Walmart, I bestowed good fortune upon you and magic and goodwill, and you found a bunch of shit. And now you come over here with this negative, joking around fucking bullshit. Right, Cincy?
I'm sure it doesn't help when you like see Instagram and you see a bunch of people posting stuff, finding stuff at Walmart, and you're like, oh, maybe they hit mine.
Yeah. You specifically recently. I see your damn face when you're like holding them in front of the display. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, maybe this time that could be me.
Yeah.
And no, it's never gonna happen.
If it is there and you see them there, I want you to take a similar picture.
Oh,
big ass shit-eating grin on your face in front of the display.
Okay, I'm on it. Yo, made 1979 customs. Have a good weekend, man. Blake says, Wade, I'm trying to get rid of my Iron Man wave. I'm in Oakland. Damn, I don't know if I want to drive all the way to Oakland, Blake. That's a long drive.
How long of a drive is that?
For me, that's probably 2 hours.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm like, I work in the Bay Area, but I live pretty far out.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's why it takes me 2 hours to get to work, actually.
It's funny because like sometimes I watch a lot of people's YouTube channels that are in California, and I'll see like how long when they say, "Hey, I'm going to Frankenson's," and I know where they live. I'll like map it and see how far it is on the map, and it looks like a little tiny ass distance, but it's like a freaking hour and a half drive. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Did that spread out in California?
Well, I mean, I don't know who where the people are coming from that you're talking about, but like, if I go to Frankenson's, like, it takes me 6 hours to get there.
Oh yeah. Because you're in northern.
Yeah.
But even just like if they're in the LA area, and I guess that's a very, very large area, but like I guess Riverside or something, and then I'm just pulling names of cities out of my ass, but it looks like a small little distance, but it's a long ass drive.
Well, the LA traffic is fucking crazy. Like I'm sure it takes an hour to get from Frankenson's to like Disneyland. It's traffic everywhere out there. It's fucking ridiculous. So that's probably a big part of it.
Yeah.
But traffic here in the Bay Area is ridiculous too. Like the other day, I worked until like, I think I left work at 7 p.m. So that was after traffic, right? I drove home. It took me an hour. I was like, dude, this is awesome. But most days it takes me 2 hours or 2.5 hours, like 2:45 sometimes. Like it's ridiculous. But it's only 60 miles away, but it takes that long.
And there's probably just like one route for you to go, right? There's not like a bunch of different routes because of the mountains and stuff.
For me, there's other routes, but like they're just all congested. Like they don't make any sense, and they're too far off the path. Like if I take one of those alternate routes, I have to come back to the main freeway. Yeah. Omar V says LA traffic is another kind of monster. LA traffic sucks, but I would say the Bay Area traffic's like it's up there. It's up there with LA traffic. Probably not quite as bad, but it's up there. I always tell people, like, if ever I snap and like actually like lose my mind, it's gonna be in traffic, 1000%.
Dude, I heard horror stories about LA traffic when I went to PowerCon and I had to drive from LAX to Anaheim. I was expecting just like freaking post-apocalyptic roads and stuff, like just people just like every man for himself. But like it wasn't that bad. Like I've driven in Miami, Florida traffic. That's the worst, in my opinion.
Oh, really?
That's just freaking bonkers. If you've ever been to Miami and just driven those roads, it's insane.
You said you went from LAX to where? To Anaheim. Oh, like Disney, right there by Disneyland. If you went to the convention center.
Yeah, the Anaheim Hilton for the PowerCon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that airport's not that far from there. I don't know. Every time I go to LA, I always regret it. I'm always like, dude, we gotta take a plane or something because there's just so much traffic. Jay's Fig says Miami traffic, 30-minute drive, 2 hours away. Damn. Chris Allen says New York traffic is the worst. Yeah, New York traffic seems crazy too, and I feel like the drivers in New York are crazier because they're like accustomed to deal with the traffic, so they're fucking wild.
So when you were there for Toy Fair, did you ride in any cabs?
No, no, one of my boys like hooked me up. He took me everywhere.
Oh, you're lucky. So I had never been in New York City before. I went to Toy Fair in 2018. My first ever time in New York City. I got in a cab and I'm like, hey, I'm going downtown, and I thought I was gonna die. Like, and I thought that this cab driver was legit gonna kill people.
Oh shit!
He was driving like a freaking madman, just down a narrow ass road, and people were like running in front of the car. I was scared for my life.
Oh like, shit!
What did I get into here? It was insane.
Oh, Romo says, how tall do you want Odious figure to be, or how tall do you want your Odious figure to be measuring stuff for the Dio? I'm not sure, Romo. He's gonna be like in between 6 and 7 inches, probably. Yeah, my boy in New York, like, it was funny because we had talked for a long time, like, online and shit like that. And this is the first time we met. And he's like, yeah, you know, I'll give you a ride to whatever. You don't have to worry about paying for driving anywhere or transportation. I'll take you everywhere. I was like, oh, cool. So we're, like, talking, getting to know each other in person versus just online and shit. And he was, like, driving all crazy. He's like, sorry, man. He kept apologizing. He's like, you have to drive like this. He's like, doing. I'm like, oh, shit. Yeah, okay. Oh, wait.
You got the oh, shit handle up there?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, me, like, I don't drive fast at all. Like, I'm cruising, but basically also because, like, you can't, like, my commute, you can't drive fast. Like, a lot of times I'll be like, I know this is fucking stupid, but a lot of times, like, I'll be talking to people, like, texting or whatever, and people, and I'll be like, oh shit, I'm driving, and people are like, don't text while you're driving. I'm like, dude, I haven't moved in 10 minutes. I'm good, I think, you know, like.
You basically parked at that point.
Like, I haven't touched the gas in quite a long time. So is there not a lot of traffic and shit like where you're at?
I mean, the Dallas area is very, very densely populated, but at the same time, if I want to go to a certain spot, like if I'm in Northeast Dallas right now, if I wanted to go down to Fort Worth or Arlington, like I'm going to a concert tomorrow night in Arlington, there's like 6 ways I could get there. So if I look at the map and one way is totally jacked, I'll just take a different route and I'll go around it. So that's the good thing about Dallas is there's so many roads here and so many ways to just get around stuff.
Oh, okay. Animated Hero says he drove safe when I was in the car. Whatever, Ace. Let's see.
Like, Austin traffic was bad the last time I lived here, but I haven't been back since I got here. But like in the 2010 to 2013, it was freaking crazy back then. So I can imagine it's gotten a lot worse.
How long? You haven't been in Texas all that long, right?
I lived in Texas the first time from 2006 to 2013. And then we moved back in 2019. So I've been here for, I don't know, 2.5.
2.5 years? Damn.
Yeah, 2.5 here the second time, and then 6 years the first time, and I was in Cincinnati for 6 years.
And how long have you had your channel?
Since 2015.
Oh shit! Damn.
Yeah, I started it 2 years after we moved to Cincinnati.
Okay. Yeah, because I was gonna say I remember watching your channel when you guys moved and stuff.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. Your channel's awesome, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I like yours too. And congrats again on hitting 40K. That's awesome.
Oh, hell yeah. Thank you. Yeah, hopefully 50K by the end of the year, but it's not looking like we'll see though.
I think the YouTube algorithm just hates my freaking guts right now because my views are going down. I'm like, what the hell?
I feel like everybody's views are going down. I don't get a whole bunch of views on anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like all your haul videos and things like that do pretty good. You get like 5,000 or 6,000, right?
Like 3 to 5 or so. I don't know.
I feel like that's
a lot more.
I feel like that's pretty good. You know. Oh, so you know what my most popular video has been in like the last like month?
What's that?
Was my Iron. I did a little short for the Iron Man, the classic Iron Man figure with the AI head.
Yeah.
I did a short for it. It got 100,000 views. I'm like,
On a short?
yeah. I think,
Damn.
yeah, and it keeps going up. And I'm thinking, like, this is fucking bullshit. Like, I put so much work into other videos. Like,
Yeah.
that video took me an hour. So, like, cool. It's got 100 views or 100,000 views. It took me no work. Awesome. But then, like, I review a Mezco. It takes me fucking 9 hours to do. And it's like,
Yeah.
man, maybe I shouldn't put 9 hours into these things and just kind of, like, take it easy a little bit.
I just feel like YouTube is really trying to, they push what they want to push, and they were trying to push shorts. So I think that if you were making shorts for a certain period of time, they were pushing them. They were pushing them out with the algorithm and whatnot. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I try and figure that shit out, and it just confuses me. I'm like, I don't freaking care anymore. I don't care. I'm just gonna do whatever the hell I want to do, and if it gets views, it gets views.
Yeah, but I feel like you got a good thing going on your channel. I haven't really, like, are you not really satisfied with the growth on your channel, or what's the deal?
No, I'm totally satisfied. I just don't feel like the channel will grow or is going to grow or whatever. But
Oh.
I'm just at this point, I've pretty much just blown off trying to grow. Like I was gonna do a big thing where if I hit 25K, I was gonna do like a big ass giveaway. But at this point, I just don't care if I if I grow or not. I just want to like I want to have fun making the videos and have fun interacting and just like have fun with it. I don't want to get to the point where I'm just doing stuff to do stuff, you know?
Yeah, doing stuff to try to get views and stuff.
Right.
I don't know, man. I think you're killing it. I always hope that your channel, like, gets bigger and bigger, because I genuinely like your channel. It's one of my favorites. It's one of the few that I actually watch, because, like, I like a lot of review guys, but I don't watch everybody's content, because, like, I just don't have that much time. But, like, yours, I enjoy, like, watching your lives when I'm sitting in traffic or, whatever. I watch your stuff as frequently as I can.
Yeah.
So I'm always, and you got a good thing going, like, as far as, like, community, and I feel like your haul videos are fun. You look like you're having fun. Your shit's dope, man. So,
Thanks, man.
Yeah, keep that shit up.
Yeah, I just felt like I was doing toy hunt videos, and that was what I was kind of known for, and I just got bored with it.
Oh, okay.
It just got, I wasn't having fun with it, so I changed it up, started doing the haul videos. I think I'm going to change it up again, though. I'm going to start getting into other stuff. I had some ideas to do other things, so my channel might be looking different by this time next year.
Oh, shit. But still toys?
Oh, yeah, it's still going to be toy related. It's just, I don't know, it's just different kind of content.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Not so repetitive.
Yeah, it sucks because it's kind of easy to get repetitive because, like, YouTube demands that you do so much, right? So you're trying to do videos as constant and fast as you can. And yeah, like, if you're doing hunts all the time, there's only so many Walmarts and Targets that make sense for you to go to. But, if you do that 3 times a week, it could get, like, boring or repetitive or whatever. So, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard.
Yep.
My wife says, did you tell everybody about the NorCal toy hunt vlog tomorrow? JK. Because I mentioned going to all the Walmarts and being all pissed off about what I find. And she kind of acted like it's cool, but now she's talking shit like it's not cool. So.
She doesn't like going to Walmart's?
She loves Walmart. No, I don't know. Who loves Walmarts? Yeah, I look forward to seeing what you do on your channel, though, to change things up and see how it goes.
I want to involve more people. Like, one of the things that I used to do a lot when I was, like, a smaller channel, I still think I'm a small channel anyway, but when I was an even smaller channel, is I used to promote other channels that I just liked watching.
Oh, okay.
So I want to get into, without getting into too much detail on like what the plan is, I just want to involve other collectors that I kind of like identify with their personality and that are in different parts of the country.
Oh, cool.
So I just want to involve more people and just kind of do a more like collaborative effort.
You're going to try to do some like team up toy hunts?
Not really a toy hunt.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you guys what the idea I had is, and if someone copies me, I don't give a frick.
Oh, no, it's okay, because somebody will copy. If it's a cool idea, keep it to yourself, because somebody will copy you. I look forward to seeing it. I don't want to see anyone take your awesome idea and fuck it up. I'll steal your idea right fucking now, Cincy. So just relax.
All right.
I look forward to seeing what it is, though, man.
Okay, cool.
But I think like collaborative hunting would be really cool. Like, hunting hunting with like other known collectors. Or I keep telling my wife, this is probably weird, but I keep telling my wife, hey, if Pharaoh Monch comes to the Bay Area, I'm gonna hit him up and take him to some comic book stores and film that shit. It'll be fun. He'll probably
Dude, how
be
cool
down.
would that be?
That'd
Like,
be dope.
here's the thing. So I reached out to, like, I'm a big wrestling fan, and there's a wrestler that is a huge toy collector, and he is on AEW, and he's like a shooting star in AEW. He's like gonna be a top talent there. So I was like, hey, you're gonna be. This was like a few weeks ago when I thought he was gonna be in Dallas. I was like, you're coming to Dallas. Let's go on a toy hunt before you have to wrestle the next night. He was like, all cool with it, but then he ended up not coming to Dallas because of what happened in the match before. But yeah, hell yeah. If there's like a dude that's like really into toy collecting, I'll reach out to him. I'm like, hey, I got connections at these stores. Maybe we can go in and do a toy hunt before they even open, before they're open to the public. And you can vlog the whole experience and do it without a whole lot of people in the camera view.
And he was down?
Yeah, he was totally down.
Oh,
but
shit.
He actually didn't make the trip to Dallas because he was in a match the previous week and lost the match, so he was off TV the next week.
Oh shit, crazy.
Yeah.
That would have been awesome.
And yes, Wrestling Hound, it's Ethan Page.
Yeah, I don't know who that is, but that's probably why you left the name out, because I'm like, but no, that's cool. Oh, real quick, Lucky Butter says Wade copying Cincy on lives, and then Bat Force Grump says unheard of. Just to be clear, I'll make it clear every single time that it comes up, I definitely was inspired to do lives from Cincy, 1000%. Never said otherwise.
Seriously, dude?
Yeah, cause like, well, you were doing lives during the pandemic, like you were like doing like lunchtime lives.
Yeah.
And I was home, like, bullshitting, and I'd watch your lives, and I was like, oh, dude, this is awesome. Let me try it. And then my wife kind of got mad because she'd been telling me to do lives for the longest time. And I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about. Go cook something. No, I'm just kidding. I was like, I'm just playing. She's watching. But I was like, no, whatever. And then once I saw yours, and then I started doing them, she's like, see, told you this is a cool idea. I was like, oh, yeah. And then, like, it kind of caught on and whatever, so. But yeah, I was totally inspired by your lunchtime lives.
Yeah, me doing lives was completely inspired out of pure laziness because I don't like editing.
Oh yeah.
Because I got to edit all damn day for my job because that's my profession, is doing video production.
Oh.
So like the last thing I want to do is edit even more. So I was like, let's just do a live. I don't have to edit it. It's all on the internet when I'm done, and I'm done with it.
Yeah.
And people can watch it on the replay and whatnot. So.
Yeah, I wanted to try to do live reviews for that same reason. It's like, oh, it's easy. But I don't know. I like to put a little bit more. For a review, I felt like it was kind of... Like, being lazy is cool. Like, it's fine if you could be lazy and make something work for you. But I felt like for reviews, it was a little too close to, like, too lazy for me, So that's why I did a couple of live reviews and then just kind of stopped. Yeah, but I thought it was an awesome idea. And then, so I became inspired to do it by watching you. And then I started watching some other people's lives, not toy people, like people that just do lives and just kind of see how they do them. Because I noticed on yours, like at first it looked like you turn on a camera and you start talking. Right? And I was like, that's cool, but how do I, what else do I do? Like, I kind of want to keep the purple, to keep it in line with my reviews. And then I learned about overlays. I learned about Streamlabs, all that kind of stuff. But it all started from watching yours, though.
Well, in watching yours and other streamers that do lives, I felt like I needed to up my production value. So I got Streamlabs, and I still need to figure out how to make scenes. Like the whole introduction part where you're just like waiting for the live to start.
Yeah.
I need to figure out how to do that whole thing because I think it looks so professional.
Yeah.
And I know it's easy. Like once you create the scene, it's easy as a push of a button. I just need to figure out how to do all that stuff.
Yeah. Streamlabs is fucking complicated though, for sure, man. But like,
it really is, yeah.
There's all kinds of weird. But I always tell people, like, if you want like an easier option, there's StreamYards. But the only thing that sucks about StreamYards is it's so recognizable. Like when you're using it, you could tell that it's StreamYards. It's not as customizable as Streamlabs, which is why I like Streamlabs. But if you want a simpler, easier option, there's always StreamYard. But if you want the gangster option, just, master Streamlabs.
Hell yeah.
Lucky Butter says, y'all do so much for us, so thank you for the content you two create. You're talking shit 5 seconds ago, Lucky Butter.
He pays you a compliment.
That's why I don't like compliments. I hate compliments.
That's funny.
And then Adam Van Winkler is in the chat. That's the gentleman that I was talking about earlier. That's that knows much, that works in toys and knows much more about sculpting toys than all of us.
Nice.
Yeah, he's awesome. I wish he didn't hear me say that, but I like him.
It's okay to admire people.
Huh?
It's okay to admire people.
Yeah, but I like him the way He-Man likes. No, wait, never mind.
You bring it full loop, full circle.
Yeah. See, because I say something nice about him and he says, thanks, friend. He knows damn well we're not friends. So everybody in the chat, everybody who's watching the live today, make sure to go subscribe to Cincy's channel. I do have the link to his channel in the description below. I think. Let me just make sure that's an accurate.
It is, I think that's right. It's youtube.com/CincyNerd. I don't know what that extra C is.
I don't know, but yeah, CincyNerd. I think if you click that link, it'll go to it. And then follow him on Instagram at CincyNerd.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, hell yeah. Oh, last time you were on here, didn't you like reach a number that like, didn't something cool happen last time you were on here?
I think so.
And
Didn't I reach a subscribership number?
Something.
Wasn't it 20K?
Maybe. And then did you give away something or something cool like that?
I think so. It's been a while.
It has been a while. You got to come back more often, man.
I'd love to be here. I appreciate it.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'll hit you up. We'll do it all the time.
I'll be reoccurring like Robo.
Hey, I like the reoccurring thing because again, back to the laziness, it's less work.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a minute, like last year, I'd try to get a new guest every week, except for Robo. Robo was the constant throughout the year, like every month. But getting a new guest every week, that shit was exhausting, man.
Plus, if you get a reoccurring, you know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like having a favorite meal at a restaurant. You pretty much know what to expect.
Yeah. And like, you already have a rapport. Like, I had a couple of guests on here that I never spoke to before, and it was pretty weird. It came off
awkward.
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I would try to break the ice with my very inappropriate jokes, like, you know, the He-Man joke. I would say that to a stranger and be like very awkward and weird, you know. So like, those weren't very successful. But then I don't know. Those people never came back. Nightwing X says, why not have Robo and Cincy on the same day? Yeah, maybe. Robo's Hollywood though, you know. I don't know if he wants people like.
He's a big timer.
He's a big timer, you know. Like we have a like very specific contract. He's like, only me. Don't mention other reviewers. Like, hey, you know. A couple people are telling me, well, a lot of people were saying, yes, make Cincy a regular. See, but like, I'm the type of person, as soon as like the followers tell me to do something, I automatically don't want to do it. I'm like, fuck this. You know, don't tell me how to run my live stream. Cincy's never coming back.
Good grief. I still think that we should have you on as a guest on. We do a show called Toys with the Boys on Dave Wonder's channel on Wednesday nights.
Yeah,
we just open figures.
Dave has asked me to go on a few times, but it turns out I'm Hollywood too, so I'm not going. Nah, he's asked me a few times, but it's just tough on Wednesdays because like I do mine on Tuesday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then like the next day, I don't want to take every afternoon from the family, so it's kind of gets a little tough. But one of these days, I'm gonna have to do it for him because Dave seems like a really nice guy.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Oh, this guy's trying reverse psychology. He's saying don't make Cincy a regular. So now I'm not sure what to do. Oh, you see any things you want to jump on there, Cincy?
In the chat?
Yeah.
No, I was laughing at Brian McFarlane's Robo, you're the lobster thermidor of guests. That was pretty funny.
My action figure review says Wade, Robo, Cincy, the trifecta, 3 of my favorites.
Just to be mentioned with you two guys is an honor for me.
Oh, likewise. Oh, we should say nice things to each other for the last couple of minutes. That'd be cool.
You should just compliment the shit out of each other.
Okay, let me. You are. You go first. I don't.
I've already complimented you on how
okay.
jealous I am of your Disneyland experience, that you were just able to relax and just enjoy.
Okay.
Your freaking action figure, and I just love that.
Right. Okay, let me think of something. I like your chair. No.
This one?
Yeah, that
I got it for free.
Chair looks. Where'd you get it for free?
They sent it to me. They're like, "Hey, do you want to review this chair?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, I need a new chair."
Man, dude. Okay, how the fuck do I get a free chair for review? Because like, I have this shitty chair. I don't know. You can't see this chair. Oh no, you probably can. I've had this chair for like 15 years, literally. It was my father-in-law's chair. It's fucking sweaty. It's big. It's nasty. And one day I was like, I'm gonna buy a new chair from Ross, and I bought a cheap piece of shit chair. Fucking almost broke my back. Had to get rid of it. Had to get this chair. And then every time I turn around, some fucking reviewer is like, I got this chair for free. And it's like, you don't even review furniture. Like, how the fuck? And then Robo.
I got hit up at the same time by a refrigerator maker that wanted me to review a refrigerator that, like, it was like a beer fridge or a wine cooling fridge. And then these guys are awesome. These guys are awesome because like they're like, hey, because I looked them up when they reached out to me because I didn't know if it was a scam or not, and they had reached out to, like, I think it was like John Flickinger, the Flick Pick, who's like a really famous like movie reviewer guy at the time.
Yeah.
And I was like, hell yeah. So I think I was one of the first toy guys that they approached, and they let me go through their website and pick out my favorite chair and custom colors and all that stuff.
Oh shit.
So yeah, I was like, yes, please. I need a new chair, and it's got like lumbar support, a little pad back here for my back if it's ever sore. It's the perfect freaking chair, and I'm not just saying that because I got it for free. I'm not endorsed by them anymore. It's the perfect chair. Like the armrests go up, down, forward, backward, side to side. It's freaking crazy.
One time I was sitting in my chair and the fucking back just fell off, and I was stuck. I had to roll over to get out.
I bet if you approached these guys, E1 Racing, and you told them your numbers, they would send you a chair.
I'm just going to email them a picture of my chair and see what happens. No words. Maybe just my channel and then a picture of the chair. Man, see, that's why I'm like, fuck these companies. Oh, man.
Chartemis got one too. There you go.
Payson says, Wade, you for that lumbar support? What does lumbar support mean? Like lower
back?
Lower back. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like some He-Man shit to me. I don't know. I'm not.
It's some 40-year-old shit.
Oh shit. Okay. I was using this for lumbar support. That's where this big pillow came from. Custom lumbar support. Just put this shit back here. Boom, there we go.
Squishmallow?
oh yeah, you got little girls. Do they like Squishmallows? Hey, I've been telling my wife to buy me a Squishmallow because she said there's a big-ass dragon one at Target. And I keep telling her,
really?
Yeah, buy that shit for me because I'll sleep with it. Like, I'll like, you know, the whole deal. This one's too small to sleep with.
Yeah, I bought my daughter a unicorn one today.
Oh, sweet. Here, does your daughter like Poppets?
Poppets. Oh yeah, those little freaking where it's just like a piece of rubber and you just pop those little circles.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're into those fidgets right now, like big time.
Oh shit. My daughter is too. And like she'll want to do fidget trading all the time. And she'll tell me, "Let's do fidget trading." And I'm like, "I don't have any fidgets to trade you." She's all, "Just pretend with half of mine and we'll trade them."
That's what they do. I go down in the kitchen and they have this board set up and fidgets on each side, and they'll like tap them, and then there's a double tap on the other side, and they'll freaking trade. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? It's like a black market down here.
No, oh dude. So my daughter, I feel bad for my daughter's the only child. I feel bad for her because she'll do fidget trading by herself. Because like, she'll be like, and she'll explain a whole fidget trading, like, like deal that went down, and like she's all, yeah, and so and so tried to scam so and so. I'm all, who are you talking about? She's all, oh no, it's me. I was pretending. I was being both sides. It's like, damn, you need a friend. But that's cool. That's interesting that your daughter's into that. We might have to get our daughters to virtually fidget trade or something.
Dude, they're on TikTok and Instagram. They do that stuff on there. So if you let your daughter on either of those, they can fidget trade with each other.
Does your daughter like Roblox?
Oh, hell yes.
Oh shit. Okay.
Her favorite game is Adopt Me
Yeah.
and Tower of Misery or Tower of Heck or something.
Oh yeah. Do you ever play
Yeah.
it with them?
Oh, hell no. No.
I try to play Adopt Me with her, and that shit gives me a headache.
Yeah, I can't even watch them play it. I just enjoy the fact that they're having fun doing it.
Yeah. I might have to hit you up and let our daughters play Adopt Me or something, because my daughter always plays that shit, and she always wants me to play, and I can't do it. I'm like, let's play Fight Night. I'm gonna have to, yeah, that's interesting what kids get into, but it's hard. I try not to judge. The Poppets I can't understand. Like, that's the one I don't get it, but like, try not to judge, because like, my mom doesn't get.
Yeah, whoever was able through social media to get those things popular is sitting on billions of dollars right now. Because those things are expensive. Like, there's so much markup on those pieces of rubber. It's crazy.
Hey, dude, check this out. Wait, hold on. S Boogie says, Wade, stop trying to force friendship for your kid on your live stream guest. I know, that's putting him in an awkward spot, huh? Hey, Cincy, what's your kid's Roblox name? I'll give it to my daughter.
I mean, my kids need more friends anyway, so.
Very awkward, my bad. Cincy, you and me should be friends, right? I'll give you...
Good, dude.
Yeah, oh, okay. Never mind. No, hey, we went to GameStop the other day. And I was in there and I was walking around, and I always try to get her to go into GameStop with me. She never wants to. But I went in there and I saw some Poppets. So I ran out to the car. I was like, hey, they got some Poppets in there. She was all excited. She ran in there. We let her buy some. She was opening them up, and they were $7.99. The GameStop.
Yeah.
$7.99. She peeled off the sticker. Under the sticker, it said $3.99. So this was at GameStop.
Flipping Poppets.
They scalped them. They scalped them in the fucking store.
Damn.
Yeah. I told her, you gotta respect the hustle.
Yeah. Full circle. What was the other topic we have to bring back?
We didn't go back to race. We can.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, let's hit it.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Callback, baby.
Sourcing his daughter duties to Cincy's kids.
Hey, man, if you guys try to play Roblox, you'd understand. That shit is not for adults. Like, I don't think adults' brains could, like, handle it. It's fucking... Dude, it's crazy.
I'm kind of scared of, like, how their brain's going to develop because they're... I don't know. They're so, like, ingrained with technology at such a young age now.
Yeah, but, I mean, you were too, right? Like... But the technology just wasn't advanced. You watched He-Man and shit all the time, right? Like,
yeah, but
you spent all your time in front of a TV.
Yeah, but I was like more of a zombie. I just sat there and watched stuff.
Okay.
I think that it affected me differently because me watching stuff and me playing with toys as a kid really helped my brain develop creatively.
Okay.
And that's why I work a more creative job. But I just don't know how to, because they're just like, their brains are so like very, very quick now. The attention spans are very quick. I don't know how they're going to develop as adults.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Well, it'll work out, humanity works out. So I think I don't really get too worried about that, because it's just like, it's a generational thing. And what you say there, I get it, but it's very different from your parents and their level of technology, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like every generation will be what it is, but it'll always work itself out.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Oh, but and speaking of creativity, like my daughter, she is into all that stuff that you would think would stifle creativity a little bit, but she's also very like driven to do things. Like she has a like she wanted to make a movie, and she was like dead set on making a movie. Like she wanted me and my wife to help her and be actors. She like wrote a script and like a whole deal. And,
Awesome, dude.
yeah, she was like all into it, and I was like, I felt kind of bad because she was talking like, you know, since the pandemic, she was pulled out of school. We put her in homeschooling, all this shit. But the whole like movie that she made was about a princess that's not allowed to go outside, and like, and so she wrote the whole script. And the other day, she actually filmed her toys playing out her script. Like she recorded it. And then she showed it to me, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. Is this about you? So no, it's just a story. I'm going to write a part 2. It's going to be different.
It's funny you say that because my daughters play with toys, and when my youngest starts playing with toys by herself, I can hear things that I know she's thinking about. And it's like real life stuff.
Oh.
So but while I like eavesdrop and listen to her playing with her toys and going through the scenarios, I kind of know like the things that are on her mind, you know?
Yeah.
It's hilarious though.
Yeah, no, that's she's like sideways throwing like, you know, like shade at you for something you didn't let her do or something like.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
you don't.
It's like. Go ahead.
No, just some like, you know. Oh, your dad doesn't let you eat ice cream for dinner too, Pinkie Pie? Mine either, you know, like that kind of shit. Yeah. You're like, hey, stop it in there. One time, this isn't really a creative thing, but like when my daughter was in school, she went to like a dual language academy because we wanted her to learn Spanish, and like one of the most proudest thing one time, like she was in her room playing by herself, and I swear she was playing by herself in Spanish. Like her toys were like speaking Spanish back and forth.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was super dope, but you know, like pandemic really fucked that up. Yeah, because she still takes Spanish, but it's not the same because the dual language academy is pretty hardcore. So,
is she still doing online school? Or I know it's summer now, but was she doing online until summer?
No, she was doing homeschool, not like she was doing homeschool like not distance learning. You know how like everybody was doing distance learning where the teacher would be on the computer and show like it wasn't that. She was doing like homeschooling as if, you know, like, you know how homeschooling existed before the pandemic?
Yeah.
Like that type of homeschooling.
Okay.
So my wife would do the whole curriculum.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty cool. And then there was a thing where you could pay for different things. So we paid for Spanish, and she does Spanish on the computer with another teacher. So.
Huh.
Yeah. It's different, but it's cool.
Yeah, we made a pretty big decision with my oldest because she's very, very good at gymnastics. She's like in an accelerated program, and she's getting to the point where the gymnastics coaches have started selecting certain kids to be in like a more accelerated program. So they asked us if we wanted to pull her out of public school and let her train during the day. So shit. And it was a tough decision because like I always said, she's always going to go to public school. She needs the public school kind of experience. But like with the situation that we're in, if she continues to progress, it's possible she could get like a college scholarship for gymnastics.
So she won't be in school. She'll just be doing gymnastics 100%.
She's doing online school. So she's going to do online. We enrolled her in an online school, and she's going to do that from like 8 to 11, 3 hours in the morning, train from 11 to 4, and then do her homework from 5 to 8. So yeah, it's a pretty damn full day. And by the time she gets back, she's so tired from gymnastics. I don't know if she's going to want to do homework. Yeah. But yeah, it's something we're going to give a try. And we would not have considered it if she wasn't such a strong learner. She's gotten all A's for like the past 3 years. So we just feel like that. I think that she'll still excel, scholastically, even though she's not getting that public school experience.
Right. But will she get some of the social experience through gymnastics? Like, is there other kids there? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, she works with like a team there. So the other girls there, she's like in level 6, and then they go up to level 10, and then there's elite level. Elite level are like going to college.
Okay. Cool.
Or Olympics. So like she trains with 6 through 8 right now.
Oh, okay. Damn,
so And her best friends are all on the team. So
Oh, cool. All right, so no huge loss for her then.
right.
Damn, that's dope, man. Yeah, congratulations on that. That she's good enough to do that.
Yeah, it's just getting scarier and scarier because she's doing crazy ass shit, dude. She's like, it's just like if you watch Simone Biles in the Olympics, she when they do vault, they run full speed towards this vault, and they always start a vault with what's called a round off back handspring, where they're basically doing a backflip onto a vault and then a bunch of other shit before they hit the ground. And she's getting into that now. So it's just stuff that like I've seen too many Final Destination movies
Oh
where
god.
like I get scared and I'm like, oh God, please don't wipe out. Please don't get hurt. Don't hurt
Yeah.
yourself. And she comes home with like bruises and scrapes and like ripped hands and stuff. And it's very brutal. It's very intense.
Oh man.
But she keeps getting new skills. She's turning into a friggin' ninja.
Oh shit. And she loves it, right? Most
Oh
importantly.
yeah, yeah. She loves it, even though like I was like, God, you got beat up today because she had two rips on her hands where there was like bleeding out of her hands
Oh.
on both hands, and then her shins were like skinned and bruised all the way down on both. And I go, man, you got beat up today. And she goes, but I learned three new skills. I'm like, okay,
Hey, there you go.
yeah, one way to look at it.
Yeah. Okay. Damn, that's dope, man. Good for her.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Let's see. Somebody in the chat was saying, Cincy, who was it? Do you teach your kids to speak Filipino? Are you Filipino?
Yeah, I'm half. My mom is Filipino.
Oh, okay.
She left the Philippines when she was 18 and moved to the United States. So, like, I've never met anyone on that side of my family. She's never gone back.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I don't, unfortunately, I've never met any of my aunts, uncles, cousins, anything like that, only on my dad's side. So she only remembers some Tagalog, which is the language in the Philippines.
Yeah.
And she claims to not know any. I'm like, Mom, will you teach me some Tagalog words? And she's like, I don't know that anymore. Just being stubborn.
Oh, so she didn't want anything to do with any of that, huh?
Yeah, I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was a thing. If like they got mad that she wanted to run off and marry my dad at 19 or whatever the hell she was, but and she just kind of like turned her back on that part of her life and never looked back. So
Wow.
I don't like to badger her too much about it because she'll start getting pissed off at me.
Yeah. She'll fuck you up. Damn, that's crazy. I didn't know you were Filipino. I don't know what I thought you were.
Yeah.
I work with a bunch of Filipino guys. They're an interesting bunch for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, like one of them is like hardcore Filipino. He's not from the Philippines, but his family's still like into it. And this motherfucker brought balut to work a couple times, and like
Isn't that the egg?
yeah, like the I think it's a fermented egg, but it still has like a fetus in it.
Yeah, there's friggin' feathers in there.
Yeah,
That's disgusting.
yeah, cause I always talk shit about it. Like every time like he's talking shit, and I always say something about balut. I'm like, oh, you balut eating motherfucker. And then like one time he's like, I'm gonna bring it for you, and he brought it. He's all, here, you want me to bring it? I was like, dude, you better take that shit home, feed it to your fucking mom or whatever. I don't know, but he left that shit in the refrigerator. We had to throw it away. But yeah.
Have you ever seen him eat it?
No, I tried to watch a video of someone eating it online, and I couldn't. That's pretty hardcore.
Yeah, it's not for me.
Yeah, I'm all for trying new foods and stuff, but yeah, that one, I don't know. I can't do it. He loves them. He told me that when he used to eat them, it was like a treat. You know, like if he was having balut for dinner, it'd be like, oh shit, we're having balut. Like they're all excited. I'm like, oh, that's crazy shit.
Yeah.
Pablo says, "Yep, I love that. I tried it when I was in the Philippines."
Loved balut?
Jaw Angel says, "Wade is very open-minded." Nah, I could respect someone's culture if that's what they choose to eat. I wasn't calling him a monster for eating it. And I wish I could stomach trying it for the experience, but I just don't think I can.
Yeah, I don't think I could try it. I've eaten some gross stuff before, and I just don't know if I want to try it.
Jerome says, "Nobody has balut for dinner, bro." Okay, maybe he was fucking with me, because that dude's a fucking weirdo.
When do they eat it then, if they don't have it for dinner? It's a drunk snack. It has black juice.
It's a drunk snack? Oh, so it's not like an actual thing that they eat like a... Oh, it's a snack. Okay. Okay, so maybe I don't know. The dude is Filipino and he likes it. He actually brought some, so I don't know.
Pizza
Pizza.
is my drunk snack.
Um. All right. Anyways, Cincy, I won't keep you on much longer, or any longer. I mean. Thanks for coming by.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
Good talk.
Good
We
talk.
got into some subjects here.
Yeah, we did. It was awesome. It's always awesome having you on here, and it's even more awesome when when the guest gets all uncomfortable about what we're talking about. That's my favorite part. But still rolls with it. That's the best part. Would you eat crickets, Wade?
I have eaten one.
Yeah, what it taste like? Salty?
It's crunchy and it tasted like a plant. So when I was in college, just a short story here, since I keep going on these tangents that are not related to toys.
That's okay.
When I was in college, I was a cadet. I went to a school where I was like trying to be a military officer because I wanted to be a pilot in the Air Force. And that didn't work out. But anyway, I was a cadet and we were doing training. And one of the things we had to do was carry someone up a hill and then put them down, do push-ups. And then one of the final things we did before we got to the top of the hill is they made us eat a cricket.
Was it a live? I mean, was it
a live cricket? Yeah,
Oh.
they found the crickets that morning. They put them in like a big plastic thing, and then we had to reach in and just shove it in our mouth and eat it.
Oh, okay.
I mostly just swallowed it. I crunched it once. I'm like, nope, and I just like swallowed it.
Oh, that sucks. Why'd you do that? Or no, I mean, why'd they make you do that?
They were trying to make us tough.
Big
They
tough
try
guy.
and break you down when you're in the military. When you're in military training, they try and break you down, and so that you're more apt to follow orders.
Oh man, that's not cool. I'm not a fan of killing like bugs and shit, you know? I don't know, I hate that. Like sometimes I don't know. I always try to avoid like cricket. I would never step on a cricket or something, you know? They're magical.
Yeah.
Like some insects seem magical. Like would you ever kill a praying mantis?
I don't like them because they're big and huge, but like I've avoided killing, but like there was a caterpillar that was in our house the other day, and I just picked it up and threw it outside. I
Oh,
didn't
okay.
step on it or smash it or anything.
Yeah, and like in my house we don't smash. I mean, I'll allow my daughter to smash a spider if it's potentially deadly. But if she smashes like a daddy long leg, I'll like yell at her. Or like, if she smashes like a pincher bug or something. It's like you could get a piece of paper, let that shit crawl on the paper and walk it outside. It's fine. You know? But yeah, like I don't know. I couldn't imagine killing a praying mantis though, because I would feel like you're gonna be cursed like forever.
Yeah.
They're too magical. They're like majestic.
They are pretty, I mean, you don't see them very often, and they are praying, so.
Yeah, so leave them alone. Nah. All right, Cincy, once again, thank you so much for coming through, and continue the awesome work on your channel.
Thanks, man. You
Yeah,
too.
hell yeah. And everybody, be sure to subscribe to Cincy if you aren't already. Like I said, all the information for his channel is in the description below. Oh, damn it. I forgot to shout everybody out who shared. It's okay. I'll get you guys next time.
Hey, can I plug something real quick?
Of course.
So my next video is going to be on Monday, and it's going to be my top 10 figures of 2021 so far. So I'm going to go through my collection and pick out what I think are going to be my top 10 figures so far this year, and then we'll see how it matches up at the end of the year when I do my top 10 then.
Cool. And you're going to put that out Monday?
Yeah, it'll be Monday it should go, I'm going to premiere it at like 5 p.m. my time, so 3 p.m. your time.
Okay, cool. I will try to catch it on the premiere. If not, I'll definitely catch it on the replay.
Cool, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, hell yeah. And everybody, make sure to check out that video, subscribe, follow Cincy, all that cool stuff. And shout out to everybody that shared today. I don't think I don't think my wife reposted everyone actually, because she did it very last second. But shout out to the usual people who always share it: Hankin, Plastiadictyl, Nightwing X, Batforce Grump, Graffy Toy, Adam, Gonzo. Try to remember everyone. Clockwork Orgy, Andy Davis, Pablo, Wheels for Legs, Tony Collector. I don't know if he shared it today, but he probably did. I'm trying to remember like most of the people I saw that shared it. Final Boss Creations. Everybody who shared the live today, I really appreciate it. I apologize for not reposting it earlier today. It was a busy day. But thank you, everyone, for coming through. Hope you guys had a good time, and I will see y'all on Tuesday. Oh, shout out to Jay, too. Can't forget Jay Figs. He always shares. Thank you, Jay. But anyways, peace out, everybody. Have a good weekend.